Hello, hello. How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
What it do? Episode 138. I choose you. Shout out to everybody in the chat.
How y'all doing?
Shout out to George, Regina, Ashley RL89. Oh shit, it's Travis and his true white Zaddy Sand form on the cover. Damn. Grand Saturn's Day to the time and air gods, Sir Travis, the Duke, plus the architects, oracle seers, alchemists in the chat. Beautiful day here in Seattle. Shalom, everyone. You know Travis is liberated in his pronouns. That's
pronoun. Like he said, you got pronouns.
That's Miss Travis. Put some respect on her name. She feels free to be who she want to be.
All right, George. How y'all doing, man? Another Saturday is here. Another week has passed. Hopefully y'all had a stress-free week as possible. Got a lot of stuff to get to. Oh Lord. Let's go ahead and get right into it then. We're gonna start with MLK Day. Or I guess it was a holiday weekend. What y'all do for MLK Day? Y'all
Nothing.
Y'all cook on a it was too cold up here, actually. Couldn't do shit, actually.
Who cook on the grill for MLK Day? Who cook on the grill for that?
I was just about to ask a question. Did anybody celebrate it? Or
They didn't do shit.
All right. Now, a funny thing that happened with every year almost, Martin Luther King Jr., his birthday comes up. The FBI will tweet out a message about MLK honoring his legacy. And people just be like, wait, didn't y'all like literally spy on him and literally threaten to tell him to kill himself?
Well, they're not the same FBI agents that were there then. They're a different group.
Same people. So FBI MLK Jr. tweets get truly epic.
Oh, she said Michael Day. His real name is Michael, not Martin. Shout out to Larry.
Oh, what up?
Gaithers.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they say. Michael Day. I mean, MLK Day. I never do nothing but ponder the hidden in plain sight deeper meaning of him, his symbolism, the symbolism of CRM, the players, and well, damn.
Yeah. Isn't it supposed to be releasing the files on MLK in the next decade or so?
Believe so.
So
I told you that Larry has a great research team. He said that his real name is Michael, not Martin.
So why did he change his name?
If you want to know, go check out Larry Gaither's channel on YouTube.
Well, didn't who was it that had a different name and then they got famous and changed their name back because they wanted? Who was it? It's another artist. Can't remember. Anyway, let me just show you a note added to the post. This is on X, or formerly known as Twitter. A note added to the post said the agency engaged in surveillance of King, attempting to discredit him and use manipulation tactics to influence him to stop organizing. So you see here, this is the official FIB message. It said MLK Day, the FBI honors one of the most prominent leaders in the civil rights movement and reaffirms its commitment to Dr. King's legacy of fairness and equal justice.
Recompense.
For all. And you see X, they left a little note for him and gave citations of sources of how ridiculous they were. But we're going to talk about, what's his name? Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Is his name Robert F. Kennedy? Whatever. One of the Kennedys, the one who running for office now.
Look, Regina gonna tell you. His father changed their names as the elder had a conversions around Martin Luther on a trip to Germany.
Oh yeah, the Lutheran beliefs amongst the Christian sect.
I won't gonna tell them.
The Lutheran.
They can go look at that shit.
All right, let me do this. I'm gonna let you hear this right quick.
Bang! That's what happened. Your first shield. You see what's happening over here tonight and tomorrow? This great man, Christian, Martin Luther King. He's over there. I'll bet you to say tomorrow that he'll have 8,000 niggers. 8,000 niggers. Now, them niggers don't know about the difference.
This is a video of the KKK rally, a tape released, showing them speaking about Martin Luther King, calling him all type of names and stuff, how he's a danger and such.
Now, this might be the last time Martin Luther King don't come to talk. He dares to go to Lancaster, South Carolina. He dares to go to Kingstree. He can't go to Albany, Georgia. He come for one purpose. For the money. He come for the money. That's what he come for. And to sow his poison seeds. So God help that nigga. He or should be shot.
So if there's certain places he better not go, or they gonna shoot him. Which is funny because if y'all have this tape,
the audio's not that good.
It's not. But if y'all heard that, I'm talking back in the day, if y'all knew this existed and what they were saying they were plotting on him, I mean, you could have probably stopped it maybe. But
did you guys know that the Army intelligence before the CIA was formed, that they surveyed the King family for generations prior to MK Jr.'s birth? Coincidence? I think not.
So they
said it with a hard R.
Yeah, he made sure he let it be known who he talking about.
He probably was the bunny rancher of the future and put Jack Johnson to shame. Trafficking women. White women.
No, they just jammed him up.
Oh, we don't know that?
We do know.
How you know that?
Because we have the story. What happened? They accused him of bringing women across.
Is that factual?
Yeah. That's why they got the law that is based off of him, so they can get people for,
we know, dude.
Quote unquote, taking women across. I know you know, Travis. Take women across the border. But, messing with those white women, those pink toes. RFK Jr. defends FBI Kennedy-era wiretapping of MLK Jr. I'm only showing this to say it was his father that allowed the wiretapping and investigation of Martin Luther King, because he said J. Edgar Hoover said that Martin Luther King was a communist, and he had communist influence, so he allowed him to do the investigation to prove he was or wasn't.
Mm-hmm.
So he's trying to say it from a righteous standpoint to either prove him innocent or prove him guilty. And I don't think they ever came to an answer publicly, at least. Although when you do some studying into MLK and his studying.
Well, they did talk about J. Edgar Hoover and how wicked he was and what he did in the FBI and how they're ashamed.
Mm-hmm. They said they're ashamed of him.
Now that made the FBI look bad. But that's a safe face.
Don't they got a building name after him? Are they trying to change the name?
I'm not for sure on that.
Could have sworn they did. But yeah, go ahead.
Travis is a white man soundboard. Travis, just admit you're white as snow. At George Wilkins Jr. was in love with a pink toe waitress that he wanted to marry, but Senior said no, can't have that movement if he proceeds. So, sir, choose Coretta for him. Did you know?
Well, the white woman came out in the article, remember? She came out and said that they were in love in college. There may be another white woman. She said they was in love, but she knew they couldn't be together.
That's interesting, Kifa. Nah, but it felt right. MKL was a pioneer in social engineering. Always knew there was more to MLK. We shall overcome.
George, and you're writing. All right, let's move forward. Expert cringe at billionaires claim that MLK would have opposed DEI efforts. In a conversation with Elon Musk and Representative Dean Phillips Ackman, said a civil rights leader will be very opposed to diversity, equity, and inclusion. So we already talked about how they got affirmative action. They attacked that. Now they on critical race theory as well. Education. Now they're on DEI efforts.
Well, they're saying that MKL's speech was based upon your character. Judge a person based on their character. And they're saying that the DEI is based on skin tone, not character.
No, it's by opportunity, ain't it?
No, they said it's based on you being a minority.
But it's because I get opportunity because I'm not given those opportunities because I'm a minority.
Well, we're going to talk about it later.
Yeah, we're going to definitely get into it later. A little bit more. I just want to show.
Like he don't want to join the army no more.
Oh, yeah. That's probably
the DEI.
Let me go ahead and say it right now. The second part of this show we're doing is going to be really where we dive into the politics, and while we have the title we have, I Choose You, we're going to get into this pimping game at that point. All right. Sean Diddy Combs and Diageo settle withdraw lawsuits in case that accuse them of racism.
Fact sure, I'm starting to realize that social engineering pushing the Marxist and communist agenda. I'll definitely check that out after the show.
So Sean Combs settled with the company that makes the alcohol.
You know what? That drew up some suspicions for me He filed this lawsuit in June of 2023.
And then Cassie came out.
And then Cassie came out with the allegations.
And then now they know
now
January.
He's like, because you know what they said? They told Diddy before he went running to the Supreme Court that they, let's handle this behind the scenes. But Diddy chose to opt out. So then they were like, okay. Now you got everybody coming out of the woodworks.
Hey, you gotta be
Diddy,
careful.
this is all alleged.
Allegedly. All I'm gonna say is you got to be careful who you make enemies with.
Because Diddy was saying that
they're racist.
Ciroc and the other brand of liquor that he has wasn't being promoted because he was black. He said they flat out told him that, you're getting too much money.
Yeah.
We don't want you getting too much money.
Well, also, I remember, what's her name? Azalea Banks? She made a great point, and no, that's kind of crazy to say about her.
No, don't do that. Even everybody has their moments where they are.
She made a great point about him when she said, of course they're going to have your stuff around the niggas. Once you see an alcohol with grape flavoring, it's kind of obvious they were never going to promote it in the same way they do their other, what they would consider high-class alcohol. You were always going to be considered the urban brand. So why would I use your urban brand to sell to my other customers? So it is what it is.
It pushes the me agenda, and I push the Lord's agenda. That's not the Lord's agenda, which he be out here doing in these streets. We shall all be free. MLK was a bunny rancher to all nationalities. Deal with it. Travis and Duke, you might change your page so to let's run down these rabbit holes together. We kind of do it on the low already.
Yeah. This is a conversation between us and y'all in chat. This is a conversation we all build together, and we read between what's the name of show?
Damn, dude.
Lost in the Script. We
leave grape soda, grape Kool-Aid, and grape drink alone.
I'm just saying, when they start making your alcohol that you're making, those type of flavors, it's for a particular audience that they deem is for.
You trying to say white people don't drink grape?
Not what I'm saying. I'm saying the stereotypes exist.
Like watermelon. Read between the lines of Lost in the Script.
Yeah.
I love it.
We all find what's lost in the script here. Anyway, so Diddy, how long you think, this is the last time we should talk about Diddy? I think all the stuff with him is pretty much closed at this point.
Yeah, he's not going to the Grammys.
The guy that accused him, the bodyguard that accused him of something, he kind of went away as well.
Oh, it's not going away.
How long you think before he can come public again?
You remember that psychic predicted? She said things are going to heat up again at the end of April. I just want to see if it comes to fruition. That's all.
We'll see.
Peace and blessings to
what
the
up,
race.
Uncle?
No, dude, it's international. Diddy is Diddy, and Diddy means game over.
Diddy or didn't do it. So, how long you think Diddy comes back out in public? You think he done for good, or you give him 2 years? Years? Because he was also nominated for an award for his album. And he turned down, a chance to appear. So how long
I'm not gonna have an opinion on that. It's not gonna come back and bite me in the ass.
Y'all really don't. Y'all be too scared to be wrong.
I'm not gonna make a preemptive judgment or say anything. I'll wait.
Keefa said after the election.
There you go, Keefa.
I wouldn't be surprised at that. I'm about to say against that. I wouldn't be surprised if he came back post-election. Actually,
Uncle, don't hate on the grape Kool-Aid like Duke.
Oh, wait, are we gonna get a vote or die from Diddy this year?
No, you ain't getting that. He better not.
We supposed to get a vote or die from him.
Shit. What they gonna come out and say about what his allegations are? Vote or die? Get locked up? Lock his ass up? Lock him up?
Settle or die?
Settle or die.
Go ahead.
Man, fuck out of here.
What up, Honorable?
Shout out to the Honorable Sienna.
Ass kissing.
Hey, everyone. Leaving Psychics is
Delulu. Exactly. I agree with that. Yeah.
Travis a loser. Speak up, boy. I ain't saying shit.
My man. Keefa said, nope. I'll go with Keefa because they need a big distraction away from now, and the elections are going to go down and not go down.
But it might not go down.
Heavy on the ladder.
Something big may happen at the end of this year where we don't have an election.
There was an article. No, there was a person who went on MSNBC. I wish I would have got the article. I'm sorry, y'all.
Psychic is a fancy name for reading energies, which we all can do.
There was an interview done on MSNBC. I think I should have got it. Well, the woman said that she thinks that something cataclysmic is going to happen this year. You do have. I've also seen some people say. That they believe that this is the year that you're going to get a civil war, or soon at least.
Well, that's what I've been Travis is casually white. If it fits. That's why I've been debating if it's a good thing to move back down south.
Right now, it would be. Or
do you think it's the best?
Or whatever it's called now, Fort something.
It's the best decision for all black people to migrate.
You want to get away from cities? Yes. I don't think you want to be in the middle of a city in the next 10 years. I'm not predicting when something's going to happen. I'm just saying.
Reading patterns of behavior can teach you a lot about past, present, and future.
Well, that's why you pay attention to history. And you can predict stuff that happened that aligns together throughout history. That's how you can predict election cycles, which is why 2020 was so strange, because a guy who's sitting in office, 2022, during the primary, the midterms. Typically in the midterms, the people, the party that's sitting in office lose. So the fact that they didn't this time, that's why everybody's saying it's a little iffy what's going on.
Yeah. Read Travis and Dishonorable and learn a lot. Believing in psychics but criticizing women's intuition. Side eye. Yes, get away from the cities. White women intuition.
Okay.
Fuck that.
I want to show y'all something quick. This is not a long, important story. I just want to show something that people brought attention to. Usher, who's going to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show, and we're going to get into Usher a little longer. I probably should have held this story.
Like they keep showing a picture of him wearing the red and black.
Now, Usher did a photo shoot with Vogue on the cover, and you saw a whole bunch of people saying, why they bring in some random white woman? I don't know who she is. I don't know. I think she's a model. I don't know who she is. But in this picture with Vogue, they had him with kids and this white woman. And there was a bunch of uproar about why can't they is he not considered famous enough to be on here by himself, or yada, yada, yada. And I'm like, have y'all ever paid attention to Vogue covers with black men? I'm not saying all of them are always on the nose about some agenda that they have, but for the most part, these covers always are sending a message.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, y'all remember at the height of Black Lives Matter? At the height, when they would show all these marches, because most of the time in these pictures, it was white people. Most of the people at these marches was white. It wasn't really any black people at the marches. But when they did show white people, they would always show a black dude with a white woman.
True.
They would show a white dude carrying around a black little girl with a bunch of black people around him. It's like, why?
You mean in these commercials?
In the marches, those pictures came from in the commercials and in the marches. Okay. They would always have these intraracial relationships, not necessarily dating, but it would show these images. So I'm not surprised by this. Then you look at this stuff right here. This is a perfect example. When they did this infamous LeBron cover,
he was okay with the picture,
and they put him in the Giselle Tom Brady ex-wife,
Brady.
Yeah.
Well, she doesn't go by Brady. I forget her last name, but Giselle.
Mention I say her name. She's German, I think. This was blatant.
He didn't have a problem with it.
This is the type of stuff that's normal for these magazine covers. So,
and look at his head, like horns coming out of his head.
Exactly. This is the most blatant. The basketball.
Yeah. Go ahead. Facts at George Wilkins. You can learn a lot from both of them. Like I learned from hanging out in these social media streets with you. Yeah, I learned you're right. Divination or astrology is voodoo. You know you like the stuff I'll be sharing on Facebook Messenger. Duke and Travis be neglecting the Messenger. Hold on. I don't go on Messenger or Facebook. We've told your ass to go to the email address is lostinthe.script.tv@gmail.com.
George, you need to stop sending that what you be sending though.
What up, God? I have been watching your videos as fast as you're posting them. Not a fan of KS, but I can see the Morpheus archetype energy. But Shay looked like so damn good on code. Usher is honored to be the backdrop of a multicultural cover with a white woman. Non-story. They don't say nothing about it. What's up with their barefoot in that cover photo? Dishonorable is white. I'm not reading that. Thanks, Regina. LOL. There's no we. Send me the email, dude.
Send it to you. I want to show this. We'll get into some movies. Hold on.
What the fuck we gotta send it to you for? We done typed it out in the in the damn comments. We done said it out loud. What more do we need to do?
Well, George be sending stuff to the other email that I got, the Duke one.
I'm not mad at you, Travis, on that one. You just will not.
All right. I think we talked about this before. Did we talk about this right here before? He doing a Wizard of Oz remake?
No, I didn't even watch the other remake with Michael Jackson and Diana Ross.
You said that out loud?
Yes, I said it out loud. And you think I'm gonna watch this one?
You gonna give your opinion on it?
Straight out of Inglewood. Ain't that where George is from? Is he gonna be in it as the Scarecrow?
Oh, that's a good one. That was a good one. But
the
no,
Scarecrow, that dummy, right?
Kenya Barris is going to be doing a new Wizard of Oz remake. And he's gonna make Dorothy from Inglewood. And everybody said, "Wait, they already got the Wiz."
I've never watched The Wiz.
You gonna let that breathe for a second?
We need a panel. Y'all be the Samoan movie.
George said he gonna be the Samoan in the movie.
The email works, LOL. It does.
Especially one with the little dark skin.
Hold on, go ahead. Let me click on it.
Go ahead.
Especially one with the little dark skinned girls. I thought it was cringe because whenever I looked at the photographer or artist, it didn't mirror their real family.
It was tied to the comment about.
Oh. A lot of black men behind the images we saw during Black Lives Matter. My phone was detecting her white ass. The remakes are so darn annoying, isn't it?
But here's the thing: how you gonna remake that was already remade, and everybody have always been coming to the conclusion that he gonna make Dora?
She said, "The Wiz, the original was great. I will not be watching the remake."
Oz is culturally classic, and holiday movies for my family. Kenya is doing another tragic biracial. I was about to say
who's in it? Who is the cast?
He hasn't done that yet, but everybody's assuming that Dorothy is gonna be some biracial chick.
The Wizard of AZ is about drugs.
Hold on now. I see y'all talk about the Oz. Y'all don't like the Wiz? Get on down.
Alive and Wonderful and the Wiz of Oz.
I didn't know what y'all feeling is on the Wiz. I'm seeing a lot of comments about the Wizard of Oz being cultural classic and all this other stuff.
Listen, dude. Maybe the remakes exist for the reset and the new crops of humans unaware of the older stuff.
Oh, yeah,
that's true.
I believe that, and because the creative energy is almost drained.
It's drained.
As time goes on, humans get dumber. We get less creative. So yeah, like people tell that lie that back in the day we are smarter than and no, they were much more intelligent back then. Better memories, everything. I believe.
Well, yes, we can play into that better memory because we have phones that we save stuff, so we don't rely on memory. We rely on
I think our technology. I think our brains is not as good as they used to be 700, 800 years ago, 1,000 years ago. You don't think? Anyway.
I meant the Wiz. We just called it Oz.
Okay.
Fuck Travis pretending to be black. No Wiz of Oz. It's social engineering like Disney Productions.
It is. It's about following the Yellow Brick Road.
So was the Wiz. The Wiz was the same thing. It was just the black version.
But it was dancing and good grooving.
So it was just tricking you with that niggatry of the big musical. That's what made you fall for the bullshit.
No, it was
old education was better than modern. What is that?
No, let me just say it again. I believe humans were just smarter, more intelligent, more creative back in the older years.
Witches and wizards, Wicca and witchcraft and warlocks.
When I say humans back then, I'm not just talking about 40 years ago. I'm talking about every generation. I believe we get worse.
She said it was better music. What decade are we talking about better music on?
It was. Would you agree music in the 90s is better now? Was better than now?
Of course.
And there's a generation of before you that say that music in the 80s was better than the 90s, and they'll say music in the 60s was better than the 70s. It's always been that. But anyway,
Gee whiz, Jesus.
You're gonna watch the Wiz.
Cold, yeah, they got it all up in the music and TV. Denzel, a warlock, true.
I'm gonna make Travis watch the Wiz.
You ain't gonna make me do shit.
I am. We gotta. You gotta watch it. Anyway,
I ain't watching that Chitlin Circuit.
Wow. Look at y'all can see his face. He be talking shit and then he be hiding laughs and shit. Anyway, Marlon Wayans to star in Jordan Peele-produced psychological horror film GOAT. Well, we know what the GOAT represents, so we don't have to go into that, I guess. Finally,
Regina's saying the radiation is having an impact on our memory and the water, the food. Do you believe that's true?
I think that's part of it, yeah. But I think just in general, as time goes on, we just get dumber.
Watch the Wiz, you whitewashed hoe. If I'm a hoe, I'm a good one.
Oh, shit. Oh,
Shout out to Craig Cancer.
What up, Craig?
So Travis don't like the Wiz, but he likes Soul Plane. Weird. See? You see what I got to deal with? I got to deal with.
All right, but hold on. What do you think about Marlon Wayans and his new movie with Jordan Peele called GOAT? Another horror film. I've been saying I want Marlon Wayans in a more serious film.
Good for you.
So we get to see him in this. We get to see him in this light. What do you think about this movie?
I can't think shit about it. I haven't seen it.
We're not saying what you think about the actual movie. We're talking about the opportunity with Jordan Peele. Because a lot of people don't like Jordan Peele movies. They're saying he's too abstract. He's doing too much.
I like Jordan Peele movies. I don't have any problem with his movies. I think it'll be. I want to see Marlon because you are so giving him kudos for his Fresh Prince of Bel-Air on Peacock.
And Marlon Wayans, not Marlon. A lot of black people, for some reason, did not like Jordan Peele's last movie, Nope. I saw a lot of black people didn't like it. We're gonna get into Marlon Wayans and his opinion on the dress in a minute.
Marlon Zesty.
But I want to see him in a serious movie without wearing a dress. I want to see.
Well, he like putting on dresses though. He don't have a problem with it.
We're gonna look at it. We're gonna see. What you
gotta load up my shots.
Lord have mercy. All right, go ahead.
Facts, Regina. You can't watch the Boondocks and not the Wiz. True, Craig. True again, George. Your black education is not complete. You is a Travis. You is. Duke, you are making me consider as we get towards the end, we're dumber, depleted. Nothing else to know because as a Bobby Hermit stated,
this is over.
We are merging dimensions.
Marlon said we should wear the dress, and we're gonna talk about it. Realities
merging like Sinbad movie Shazam.
He denied that movie.
Now that's a lie. Y'all remember Missy Elliott's verse, and you could be my pal like Shazam. He. But that movie never existed, right?
Hey man, Mandela effect.
Martin Zesty.
Marlon. Don't put Martin in this.
Although I said Marlon.
Martin, dude.
Marlon.
People talking about. You said anyway. People saying.
No,
Martin,
I didn't.
People saying Martin looks sick too.
So somebody gonna go in the comment section and say he said Marlon.
Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Learning this makes more sense as to why Marlon was promoting the black folks can't handle me and address comments.
Yeah, we're gonna get to those comments in a second.
I remember the movie, but swears it never did. He never did it. The Mandela effect is real. I keep it simple. I step all national. Okay. Watching Marlon recent interviews make me recall Cat Williams saying that the old boys aren't believable as men. That's Marlo. He's only been believable as a man in one role, and that was like G.I. Joe.
I think we went through his movies. I think there's more movies.
What about More Money?
Hold on. So y'all got now we gotta get to this. Hold on. He was in we don't count
all his movies. He's a goofy.
Hold on, Little Man. My aunt used to love that movie. Little Man.
Little Man.
Little Man.
He was a toddler. He was a midget. That's not the correct term to use. A midget.
He was a little man. I'm sorry.
He was a little person. That's how they like to be identified.
Don't be a menace.
Can't buy me love. You talking about the white version?
Mo Money was a whole. He was a whole.
Mo Money. He was a whole goofy.
But he was a man, wasn't he?
Big things in life.
Scary movie. He did play
free. He was goofy in that movie too.
Requiem for
Best
a Dream.
Things in Life Are Free.
Y'all remember that movie Requiem for a Dream? You ever seen that? About the drug addict. It's about drug addicts basically. The white girl goes.
I think Above the Rim he was serious.
I don't remember him above the rim. I think
he had to be serious in Above the Rim.
White chick.
Right? Dishonorable white ass hating on a good black man.
White chick. He had a movie called Naked that I never seen.
Yeah, I never seen that one. I've never seen The Lady Killers.
Told y'all the whole. Oh Lord. Anyway,
George, don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I'm looking at his movies. I ain't gonna lie. It's not. Yeah. Let's move on. All right, I want to get to this. Mentioning the dress situation and why he made those comments. So Shannon Sharp uploaded this graph, I guess you would call it that, of all the statistics that came from the episode, the interview he did with Cat Williams. He got 50 million views so far. I don't know if
Cat out here being a distraction.
Big distraction. 50 million views in like 2 weeks, I think it was.
52, 53 now, 54 maybe.
He gained 266 million views across all social media channels. Almost 1 million subscribers gained.
Let's give Cat Williams and Shannon Sharp some more publicity and pub for their fucking YouTube channel that he doesn't need.
We ain't doing
but let's give it to him.
I'm only bringing this up to say, in this interview, obviously, he brought up the dress, and Honorable brought up earlier, him bringing up that some people are better in the dress, acting like a woman than they are acting like a man in a movie. And that brought me to this. No, not that. That's not what I want. Well, before we get that, should I show this? You ain't seen this, have you?
You know damn well I see that. Before
I get to the Marlon Wayans, I want to play a clip of Cat Williams at a special cussing out a Mexican because he felt like he disrespected him.
Thank you, Uncle. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm trying to get to a particular part.
Motherfuckers think they can live in this country and then still be allegiance to
damn right
country. If you love another country more than you love America,
then take your fucking ass back. I'm sick of these motherfuckers coming over here with them waving their damn flags and shit. Once you come across the motherfucking border, leave that shit over there. You in America now.
You can't be proud of your culture?
It's not being proud of my culture. It's just you can't fucking come up. What you mean? Then stay your ass over there in the fucking trenches.
Oh, man.
Fucking slums.
Go ahead. Damn,
slovenly ass place.
Uncle agree with you. Hold on, just make sure you start up here first.
I am disrespectful. It's my middle name. Ask Craig, Uncle, Rafifa, Keefa, MIA dude that you used to ride his nuts, and I can't even remember his name because he ain't been here in so long. Well, nigga, you just came back like 3 weeks ago. Right, you hadn't been here so long.
Uncle said celebrities need to get off YouTube.
But you have a problem when I say that.
I agree. I don't agree. I think you can make content wherever you want. If people gonna watch it, they're gonna watch it.
I told you, they love to be seen. That's the problem.
There are more celebrities that got channels and shows that don't get watched than celebrities who got them and they get watched. Most of them don't have the personality for people to continually watch them. So
celebrities to get off of YouTube, they're in our way. Cat Williams' impact is what Umar thinks he's doing when he does those interviews. They're like, hold on now. Hold on.
He kind of do.
Hold on.
He kind of do.
Hold on now. He makes an impact.
Umar don't get to the interviews, don't hit a couple million. Especially if the platform is a big platform, he gonna get you more than your average. I'm just saying, like, it is.
They need to be on. They don't need to be on Patreon. They need to be on BitChute.
Patreon, they can get money.
We don't want them to get money. They already got money.
See, now you hating.
Fuck Mace Cam, Uncle Shay, Joe Budden. They blocking the sun, hogging all that money. Regarding rat stars, we allowed them to be in our way. Love that. You don't say that to the Japanese or Filipinos. Who are you talking to?
Travis, loyal ass. Facts, Travis. Thank you, family.
Who he said we don't say that to the Japanese? Yes, we do.
I think talking about something else.
Oh,
but yeah. Anyway, so Cat had that to say. I just want to show that little clip. But now let's get to this. So Marlon Wayans talks black men in dresses. He says that conversation is silly. So let me just play the video. Did I download the video? Wait, did I? It should be. I'm sorry, it's in the article.
Yeah, you're right. We are getting dumber as a group of people as we go on.
Wow. He's going, all right, I'll take that.
What about the black man putting on a dress conversation?
You talking to a black man that put on a dress?
Mm-hmm.
I don't. That conversation to me it's silly because it's a negative thing that is only in black people.
That's not true.
Have for some reason been programmed to look down on the craziest parts about our experience, that we're supposed to not embrace our past, not embrace our history, not embrace.
Wait, our history and past is wearing dresses? Ain't that what Tariq talking about? Buck breaking? Is that he talking about embracing that?
Our heroes, not embrace our different levels of comedy. That we have to be this way. When Robin Williams puts on a dress and is Mrs. Doubtfire, he gets nominated for an Oscar, and white people think it's brilliant. His community embraces him. When Dustin Hoffman puts on a dress in Tootsie and he wins an Oscar, he's labeled brilliant. When black people put on dresses, all of a sudden we're labeled by our own people like something negative. And I'm like, we did White Chicks. That's a classic movie. Mm-hmm. It's a classic. I don't care what nobody says. It's a classic.
Everyone says it's a classic.
That whole thing about, you put on a dress and you selling out, that is not an artist's mindset. When you're an artist, you go out and you create art.
That sounds like somebody who wore the dress. Of course.
True.
Go ahead.
I saw people asking Joe if he regretted not uploading the Umar video after seeing what Cat did. It wasn't going to have the same impact.
No, it wasn't going to have 50 million, but it would have. I don't blame him for not putting it out. I actually look at people like the Shannon Sharps and all them. I agree with Uncle that they should be on Patreon or other platforms, but for different reasons. I don't think they're hogging ad money or nothing like that. But I believe their audience is so big that it would make more sense to go to more subscription-based, like all the other big platforms do. All the other platforms, except for like Joe Rogan, who got 100 million from Spotify, they all go to a Patreon and stuff. Most of them don't really upload to YouTube and stuff for free that often. At least not most of their work. But anyway.
Just because you state your case eloquently doesn't make it right. Shut up and act. Keep your opinions to yourself at this point. Butt breaking. He's capping for an agenda. Marlon, forever going for the white zaddy bag. It's not a silly topic. We must not forget black men in dresses are putting up degrading images of black women. That's what I was about to go into. They're getting paid to dehumanize our image. That's what Robin did to white women.
Oh,
Satanic Baphomet Ritual. Marlon sucked many of sausages for the bag. That was George. This is all alleged.
Yes, George.
This is George Wilkins. He lives in Inglewood, California. Uncle Dave forever butt-breaking black men in Hollywood. They would have laughed at celebrities if it was YouTube 5-10 years ago. Dishonorable to white woman.
I remember when certain people with large platforms, these actors, and they would clown YouTuber. You just a YouTuber. You're just some blogger. Now all of them are on the internet.
I've always said when I see black male actors dressing up and acting like women, I think this making fun of black women.
Now you know what's funny?
Like how when Norbit, that was making fun of a heavyset black woman. Who else? Tyler Perry. He think he's paying homage to was that his mother or his grandmother? He said he'd be acting like.
Who?
Tyler Perry.
I don't know. That's probably his grandmother.
I don't know. But those two particularly stick out to me. The Norbit one.
All right, y'all remember a movie called LaQuisha?
Lakewood is not Inglewood. Oh. Self-castration of the Knights Templar.
I'm so glad you reminded me of this.
He doesn't live in Inglewood. Liar.
Now listen, Marlon brought up White Chicks and how it's a classic. Y'all let me know if y'all think White Chicks is a classic. I can't lie. It's a lot of lines in that movie. And particularly Ted Cruz character had some lines in the movie that were hilarious. But what would we think with a white man playing a black woman in a movie?
That's awful.
Now I'm gonna show you an example of just that. There was a movie.
So wait a minute. Okay, go ahead. Y'all always gotta turn shit into the white man.
No, I'm making a point that we didn't like it this way. We shouldn't like it the other way.
Okay.
There was a movie called LaQuisha of a white man who was a radio host who started acting like a black woman to get views.
Okay.
You always seem to say the right thing to just the right person. What's your secret?
I'm really just talking to myself. I don't charge for my advice.
Well, you should, because it was amazing. I saw this and I thought of you. You will be a hit in no time.
Welcome to the Joe Show. I submitted myself to a radio station for my own show.
Well, congratulations.
They rejected me.
She's brilliant.
I know. Get her in.
LaQuisha gonna be
The biggest thing in radio, but I still need my anonymity.
You nervous?
Very.
It's not a crime.
It's theater.
Only if I cared.
You live with Loquisha. What's your problem?
Hi, Loquisha. It's free.
Oh, I ain't talking to you, not the way you sound. Next caller.
You go,
Wow.
girl.
You just be good to her. If you good to yourself, you can be good to others. But don't be too good because the police will come around.
So you get a point in the movie. And the movie's about a white man playing a black woman, giving advice to people.
Okay.
And also, it's that magical Negro shit.
That's what I was gonna go into.
It's the magical Negro stuff. How the black people are always
that mother
a problem
hen. The
solver.
black woman has that mother hen complex to her.
Yep.
Yes, they're making fun of black women. I agree, but black women support it.
That's kind of true too. All the internet comedians
What
that
makes
dress
a
like
movie
women.
classic? White Chicks is not a classic. Spell it right, Kiefer. Put some respect on the name.
The name.
I actually enjoy watching Kevin Mason, Uncle, and Ocho shows. It's like watching Men in the Family sitting
in the living
room. Linwood, Only If I Cared, it always has turned into a Travis because, like Dishonorable, he is white. LaQuisha. Wow, never heard of this movie. LOL. Wait, what is this? LOL. What the fuck? Fuck any hoe that confuses, no matter the rate.
George.
He just gotta be.
So yeah, there are some movies that they got too. Where they did something sort of like that.
We support. We have to support all black men. If we don't, it would tell us how they could be robbing us.
Oh, that's a crazy. We could be robbing you. You should be thankful. Support me in anything.
That's crazy.
That's a crazy. Damn. She flipped that. All right.
Did she say robbing?
Robbing. She's saying they could be thugs, criminals. So support them when they're doing something that's not a criminal activity, no matter what it is. All right, let's get back to this. So Marlon Wayans defended wearing the dress. Not a surprise.
Well, he's he did his DNA test and he comes from Madagascar, and they got a little bit of Asiatic in them. So
it says in 2004, Marlon and Shawn Wayans teamed up for the non-certified cult classic White Chicks. Yada yada yada. You know, it made the movie was created on $37 million budget and raked in $113 million at the box office. I didn't know it made that much money.
With your white ass always supporting black LGBT shit. Who are you talking to? Honorable gonna have a son.
Oh.
Support for those whose name isn't George. LOL.
All right.
So.
Yeah, we got it already.
Yeah.
Marlon defended it like we expected, so it is what it is. Now, if y'all haven't known, we're gonna get into some more shows. You haven't seen
I've never watched rap shit.
I never watched none of these shows.
They're gonna go into.
Did you see any
somebody gave a perfect.
Oh, you saw this? Oh,
I saw it.
Okay. All right. So there's a whole bunch of shows that got canceled this year and last year that I've never seen in my life.
Twisted Metal didn't get canceled.
It made
you said it was gonna get canceled though.
I thought
Haters
it would.
make me greater.
Even though they gave him an Asian or Native American, Mexican, I don't know what she is, love interest.
Who?
I
don't give a damn about her.
Heavy Metal. All right. So we're going to talk about, people are complaining about all these black shows that are being canceled and saying all our black shows getting canceled.
How many? George Floyd got him 4 years? Delusional.
I'm glad you brought it up. George Floyd his death gave so many of these, what they call new blacks.
Of the black man's energy.
It gave so many people jobs in corporate America, entertainment. Hell, people got on sports teams because of him. These corporations threw all type of money at these terrible, no offense, these terrible black writers and directors, allowing them to make their terrible shows and movies with their agendas pushing this.
Thank you, Kiefer.
Alphabet, biracial.
That's what they push.
Interracial, feminist, intersectional feminist. They were able to push all this stuff in these shows because these corporations.
Regina said it best.
What?
Diversity,
That's a good point.
Inclusion.
That's a good point.
Kiefer, I was directing Cuties Part Deuce.
Oh, okay. So there's a show called Rap Shit. Apparently, I've never seen it. It was produced by Issa Rae. It was canceled. Never seen it.
Isaac Hayes.
I'm gonna go through these shows and y'all let me know if y'all seen any of these shows.
Dies.
Dies.
Hey, that's what the white people said.
There was another show called Blind Spotting. Blind Spotting. Never seen it. Canceled. Run the World on Stars. Never seen it. It was canceled. Swagger, a basketball show. Never seen it. Truth Be Told on Apple Plus with Gabrielle Union.
I did not know that she was in that.
I didn't know she had a show.
I didn't know she had a show. She's not out here promoting her stuff. She's too busy talking about things that don't matter.
I will say this though. Another complaint that they made was that there was none of
Look at Kiefer with the etymology.
They were complaining that these black shows don't have a large enough marketing budget, which is why most black people wouldn't know about it, which is why they have low viewership and end up getting canceled. Do you agree with that?
Can you repeat that again? Sorry.
They were complaining that the marketing budget for these shows was small, so they weren't able to push these movies out to black people to even watch them, so they would get low viewership and get canceled. Do you agree with that?
That possibly could be true because I didn't know some of these shows I didn't even know that existed.
But Twisted Metal was on, and did it get a lot of pub? From the TV show From, it hasn't got a lot of pub. It was on a small network.
Well, I think it's word of mouth, isn't it?
Yeah, that's typically what it is.
Because a lot of things that we've heard people in the comment chat, in the comments give suggestions, or we went out and saw them, and then we go back and give suggestions of shows to watch. So I think it's word of mouth at this point.
What's the show we just watched? We just watched something.
The Creators?
The Creator, the movie with Denzel Washington. I'm sorry to say it. Denzel Washington's
Oh, The Simp? The remake of The Golden Child?
It definitely was a remake of Golden Child. The Creator, definitely.
But they decided to make the little girl actually be a little girl instead of making it be a boy.
I didn't know it made it a little girl. Yeah, back then they said it was a boy when it actually was a little girl. Yeah, it's crazy. So Southside. Now we did see some clips of that show.
Yeah, recently, maybe 2 weeks ago.
It was kind of funny, but I could see why people would say it was a stereotypical internet black comedy where it's too focused on being black. Like a lot of the stuff you see people. A lot of the writers that are writing these shows are trying to prove they're black in the writing. Like they just do everything stereotypical in the show to let you know they're black and it's a black show. It's like, bro, just write the show. If you black, it's gonna be seen in the script. You don't have to keep selling us that you're black.
Well, that's what they do nowadays.
Unfortunately, there's nothing wrong with being from the suburbs, growing up in a family that was able to be successful and get an education or whatever. But a lot of these people, you can tell the idea of blackness to them is in the hood. So they think that in order for it to be considered black, they got to write something that's quote unquote ghetto, ratchet, in the hood.
Yeah, all these shows are pretty bad. The shows that came back were the ones that were meant to survive. Twisted Metal was a great show.
That's not a black show though.
They classified it as a black show.
It's not.
They classified it as a minority show because they have a black man and a Native American woman, quote unquote.
Black Lady Sketch Show got canceled too. Remember when they went? They had a little controversy. It went viral when they dissed Tariq Nasheed.
Oh,
remember that? Black Lady Sketch Show.
Do I think it had? No, I don't think it had anything to do with that.
No, I'm not saying it got canceled because of that. I'm saying that's the only reason why I know about the show.
Oh, we watched a couple episodes, like 5.
We didn't watch no episodes. We watched some clips.
What clips?
There was one funny episode or funny clip we saw with the black dude at the wedding or something. It was kind of funny. I can't lie. But go ahead.
This S was missing. Travis can't read. He reads slower. He make up shit in his head as he goes when he does read.
You know you're gonna start reading your stuff word for word now.
Is that true though? All these people are now getting laid off because the companies are tanking.
It's because that whole we giving you a job because of the George Floyd situation is done. They're moving on from it. Like we gave you a chance. We out.
They put out trash. Marvels and females go Buster sucks. Every black person should see Hollywood Shuffle. I agree, word of mouth. In WNBA, forever sucks, and those more women in the world than men and more women watch NBA than their own shit. Jason Whitlock, the creators were pretty good.
It was a decent movie.
I didn't like it because the whole interracial thing. I didn't like it because they copied a Golden Child. I didn't like it because he was a fucking simp in the movie.
Over
this. America was right. They should have been on China's ass because they had robots,
AI,
and AI robots, and these robots could possibly,
but then
turn on everybody and then start fucking people up.
The question of the movie was, what is life? If they have an understanding and they have,
they're not life.
What is a soul?
They don't have a soul.
They have awareness of life. So,
blaxploitation actors never played roles that they died or dishonored themselves. Women rather support men in dresses to have more rights than men, so women forever confused. I'll just beat off and be happy.
All right,
that's what you do because you can't get no woman.
Oh shit!
All of these shows fucking suck. Duke, you think that it's tied to the J's behind that?
Well, yeah, because it was a part of all the push during the George Floyd. It all goes back to 2020, 2021. All goes back to that.
That's why Tubi exists. Good shows they only make for one season.
Exactly.
Most.
That's why I always go back to that show Jericho.
My mom always watched Tubi. I just had a family watch the most ghetto. It was so ghetto. They put the TTs in it. A Christmas movie called A Naughty Christmas. Oh my God, I can't stop all of the absurdity of all of it. WNBA needs short shorts. Ass.
I saw that, Regina. I don't know about that.
Code. The WNBA needs less butches and lesbians. Shout out to Jason Woodlock. Sounds hilarious. True.
I go on a date, so I don't care.
Tubi is crazy, LOL. And I got a Mexican woman cooking me food, so I never get hungry.
George.
Oh, you got a refrigerator.
You got a refrigerator holding your food.
They need Instagram models in WNBA. Duke, you watch it too.
No, I haven't watched it. I might check it out now that you bring it up.
I ain't watching that shit.
So I'm gonna run through these. Another show called Ziwi. Remember that one who does awkward interviews?
Isn't she from the UK or something?
Yeah, I don't know. The game reboot has been canceled on Paramount Plus.
Well,
that was last year, I believe.
They've tried and tried and tried, but the game has just run its course, and y'all should just let that go.
When they made her a baby mama with two men and didn't know who the baby daddy.
That's the real Regina from the Steve Harvey show.
Yeah, it was crazy. Kendrick on Netflix was canceled. The Wonder Year reboot.
Now, how y'all gonna try to copy the one? When I saw this,
now,
I
hold
said,
on, don't say
come
that.
on.
Now, when I was a kid, I used to watch the Wonder
I said it was
Years.
trash.
Can I finish? When I was a kid, I used to watch the show The Wonder Years, and Travis used to mock me for watching that show. Why do I want to watch this little white boy in the 60s?
Who the real white man sitting here? Because I said, get that shit the fuck out of here.
I was like 9 years old.
I don't want to watch that shit.
But yeah, so when they made the Wonder Year, I was like, what y'all doing?
Oh, it was a black little boy. You didn't want to see a black little boy on screen.
Why are you calling it the Wonder Year? You could literally just make a show, give it its own name, and do this. What do you need to?
We know, George. We know you watched the Wonder. You was watching that white girl on the Wonder Years. That's what you were doing. On
The
code,
shit-
I can't really say why you was watching it.
People say I watched it too. Exactly.
I did not watch it.
Now I don't know if I would watch it now.
I was before my time. Y'all was late.
All right, Grand Crew was canceled.
Winnie.
Never seen that show. A show called Riches. I do know. I saw this show on Amazon. Never clicked on it, but I think it's a British Nigerian show, if I'm not mistaken.
I thought it was Nigeria. Yeah, they definitely Nigerians.
But that show got canceled. All these shows. Then they started going to some other.
They went to the
people.
They went to the minority section,
Yeah, they started
saying
going
how
to-
the
Yeah.
Black, Asian, Latinos, and indigenous people were. Riches is good. Regina said Riches is good.
I never watched it. I saw the trailer and all that stuff, and I saw they was also pushing the certain things in it. I was like, I'm good. But yeah. So what's going on with black cinema? We talked about it while we were looking through all this stuff. So I think it's just bad writing.
I'm not disappointed about anything that went. Produce better content, black people. Stop trying to be like your fellow kinsmen overseas.
I think it's bad writing and lack of creativity that everybody is suffering from, of every background.
Me too, on code. Only watch YouTube.
So,
well, I do have
we got
Amazon
Hulu,
Prime,
Amazon Prime, and
Peacock. I do have that in
everything that comes
Netflix.
with everything that comes with that.
Yeah.
Y'all, how many of y'all sharing that Netflix password? By the way,
that's what your family members do. Like, it's crazy. Your
find out somebody in another state got your
family
password.
members are sneaky. Like you be out of town and give a family member the Netflix password. They give it to their daughter. Their daughter give it to their baby daddy. Their baby daddy give it to their sister. Or you go down. You have Microsoft Word 367 that you're paying
you just had
for.
To bring that up. You just had to.
And then a cousin-in-law end up being on your subscription, and you don't know how she got on there. And if you say something, it's gonna cause some shit to rumble.
Anima said the proof is that cosplaying needs to end. We don't want to continue to support the projects with other people playing.
Travis Forever line. Fred Savage's brother is like the kid that was on A Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
Then Travis Forever backtracking.
Kiefer, what's up? I don't know that.
Another classic show like Small Wonder. Steal from.
Oh man. All right, let's move on. Oh no, I don't want to show you yet. No. All right, Brick Lady.
Illegal cable error. Oh, that's when your uncle would get up and go up the.
Hold on. We got to tell this story. You gonna tell
No,
the
we
story?
don't really have
You
to
don't want to tell the story?
Dude, some things.
Where you got people
There's
climbing
an
up
image.
poles to steal cable.
It's
That's
an
it.
image.
See, that's when you in the real world then. And I'm not talking about poverty.
What
I'm
you
just
nosy
saying.
ass looking at? The black box on code.
Yeah, when you got your neighbor snitching on you because they couldn't get theirs done. Yeah.
George, tell it, dude.
When you got
Tell
a
the
neighbor that
story.
snitch on you for getting free cable because the person who did it wouldn't give it to them for free.
Go ahead and tell the story.
No, I'm not
going
gonna
to
do it. No, because rest in peace, Aunt. I'm not gonna do that.
No, tell the story.
I don't want to.
What?
I
What?
don't-
So
I
now they
don't-
asking for it. You gonna make them big and quiver.
I don't want to. We can move forward. Traffic want to backhand me right now.
I ain't doing it.
No, we'll tell the story another day. It's funny though. We got this right here though.
You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Come on, Duke. You teased us.
Woman known as Brick Lady charged in Houston after being accused of making whole thing up, raising $42K on GoFundMe. Shout out to the scammers. The scammers gonna scam. They always gonna get theirs. It is what it is. All I'm gonna say is to all those people that was on social media dragging black men up and down the streets, calling them everything,
Dragging
but a
them
child,
by their beard.
without
Well,
only the ones who's connect. They was dragging us down the street, calling us everything but a child of God. And this is vindication. Or is it? Because now they still defending her. They still saying, oh, she still got hit. And it ain't what they said happened. So basically, without having to go
where
all the
Honorable
way.
go?
Yeah, on go. She said,
She
I
got a-
remember.
she's Somalian. The
Yeah,
brick
she's
lady is Somalian.
She is Somalian. She's not Black American. So let me just play this right quick. Let me go ahead and just let them tell it. Let the white lady tell it. Let the white lady tell it.
I'm here. Honorable said, I'm here.
Honorable said he's staying 10
Honorable
toes.
said, wait a goddamn minute.
Everything but a child of God.
Wait
They
a
call us,
goddamn minute.
we was the worst of the worst. Scum of the world. We was bottom of their shoe. We was just pieces of garbage. And now?
Everything but a child of God.
All right, let me play the video. This white lady telling us what happened.
Live on KPRC TV and the KPRC2 Plus live stream.
Oh, we're going to get to it in
I'm familiar,
Regina.
but what happened to the truth of what happened to her face? This didn't have nothing to do with African Americans. We called it out immediately.
They did. I can't lie. They did. There was a lot of black women that were saying,
Thank you.
she's not
Honorable
Black
Sienna, for
American. This ain't got
being
nothing to do with us. So let's
the
make
black women
sure.
on the front lines defending Black American men.
Yeah, let's let the record reflect that black women stood with black men.
We thank you for your service.
Yes.
Claims about this viral video.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me like
I need some money for my sickle cell.
I need some money for my sickle cell.
Only on 2, the man accused of the violence reaches out to KPRC2 and
when the whole world essentially as Brick
Headquarters.
Let me get it right. Go ahead.
Keith Garvin, the woman who made those allegations, is wanted by Houston police tonight because investigators say she made up the story to profit from a GoFundMe.
2024
KPRC2's
get off
Bryce
to a
DeGray
good
is now
start.
live at HPD headquarters tonight with the exclusive interview. Bryce.
Keith and Daniela, Roda Osman, who's known virally as Brick
Can Tether
Lady, was
say nigga?
expected to surrender
No.
here at Houston Police Headquarters this afternoon. That did not happen. But tonight, the man who she accused of throwing that brick at her head when she says she wouldn't give him her phone number is telling only KPRC2 what he says happened that night.
Yo, this
No.
man just hit me in my face with a brick, and all these black men just
She say
run.
nigga a lot.
This video has been seen millions of times. The man
say
accused
it,
of
but
the
they shouldn't.
viral brick throw reached out to me for his first interview.
This was a well thought of plan, a diabolical plan.
Olin
I don't
Douglas
know if
is
he's
a
Black
father-
American or not.
Yeah, the brother name is Olin Douglas.
There are
So-
some Douglases in the Caribbeans.
But I don't know no Olins. Olin? So we're going to just say, he called himself a black man. Just make sure I say that.
I don't like when people cross their legs like that.
That's a gentleman. Gentlemen do
You're
that.
supposed to let it
every
hang.
old black man do that. Louis
It's
Drip.
different when a black man do it.
Louis Drip. No, every old black man.
Why would they want to say the N-word? According to them, the strongest Africans didn't end up on the boats. No, Honorable, the strongest ones did end up on the boats. That's why they weak asses over there in the slums. Ain't even got no fucking sewers.
He's not Black American? Oh, okay. with his legs crossed.
That brick blessed her, and her loose jaw is free from its hinges. With his legs crossed.
All right, let me y'all about to go in.
Son and small business owner. But in September, allegations made by 33-year-old Roda Osman nearly put it all at risk.
It caused people who I thought really knew me to kind of betray me.
Douglas says he met her at a club near the Galleria as she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes. He invited her to an after party.
Hold on, y'all hear what he said, right? He said the mask only showed the eyes. So shout out to Honorable. Because he's basically saying, I ain't know how she looked. All I saw was her eyes.
He is so soft.
You know what?
You know he not African American. Ain't no way. A guy you got a fake.
Didn't get a haircut. For an interview? You can't get on TV like that, dog. Hey, big dog. Nah, you can't get on TV like that.
It's as if she was trying to get in some type of conflict.
But says she was aggressive and very intoxicated. They ended up in a car with friends.
She physically didn't start touching me until I asked her to leave. So you got to get out.
Outside the car.
But hold on, don't she got a fat ass?
I'm sure she did. She definitely got a
So
brick
she
on.
had a fat ass and he asked her to leave?
No, she had a fat ass. He wanted it. She had her face covered. Maybe they got in the car. He saw something and said, you know what, get out.
Oh, he saw that thing between her legs.
Let's start calling black women men, Trevor.
She's not a black woman. Travis' best friend. No, that's your best friend. You've been eyeballing that white interview dude this whole time.
Police say surveillance video then showed Osman slapping him in the face before he hit her back with what appears to be a plastic water bottle in hand.
You should never hit a woman in general, but I didn't want to hit her, actually. It was like she hit me and I just reacted.
I didn't want
This was the image of her in the club with the mask and nobody was asking why. That was the end of it for me. Gay dude, like she started touching me.
Her face already on swole.
I love when black people type out shit.
He was that dude look like a lady.
Dude look like a lady.
Arrested
Lord.
in 30 seconds from this going out.
Douglas says he's received death threats from complete strangers.
She's just manipulating people using
She was
their
trying to
pain.
manipulate you.
And that should be the true crime here.
He hopes people online will be more conscious.
The internet is the internet.
Internet.
It's not real life all the time.
I think.
Hold on, I'm sorry.
What kind of situation do you think you would be in?
I would be that guy.
Oh, he trying to get Jonathan Majors on. You see the acting? You see how he calmed his voice, released his shoulders, try to get emotional? He trying to be Jonathan Majors. He might be an actor. Y'all playing.
I hit a girl with a brick. I'm black. I'm surprised I didn't get arrested in 30 seconds from this going out.
Yeah, so you said it's created more of a divide between black men and women, and that's so wrong and wicked and evil of her. Go ahead.
I think he Haitian. He did an interview saying he's not African. Uncode exactly. He soft and didn't have the power. He's she-man. Hey, he said, I'm going to fuck him up on the news with this knockoff loose blazer.
He got this shit on. Y'all playing.
His lips is pink, like pink tacos.
Oh, shit.
He's gay. We don't claim you.
Hey, the man said he
Keith
put that shit
lied
on.
and said he black, but we know even, he gay.
Now, what I found funny is, now this is the main people who dropped this story. Houston.
Look at what Regina said. She said, oh, he did hit her, and he does look ladyish. She said ladyish.
Now, this is the picture. I didn't realize that this is the picture she used for the GoFundMe.
Strong jaw.
Eating watermelon.
I know. They love making a mockery of black Americans. That's what the fuck they do.
They got anything to do with black America?
Everything is about us. When you going to get it through that thick noggin of yours?
So I want to read the article. Basically, she's saying that he was talking with her. They went back to the car. She started getting too aggressive. He told her to get out. She got loud. She hit him. He had a plastic water bottle in his hand, hit her back. Somehow her face swelled up like that. I don't know.
He must have popped the good.
He must have hit her the hardest. He hit her hard as hell.
She was trying to grab something.
But she ended up swelling up, lying, saying that she was, beaten and all the other stuff. Now, the Houston PD, did I say Houston? This is in Dallas.
There's a warrant out for her arrest.
Yeah,
she's on a run. She's going back to Somalia, Minnesota.
She's a runner. She's a track star. And she is from Somalia.
Yeah.
No, she's not.
Minnesota? That's where the Somalians are. That's where Omar...
She got a PhD. I think she was working in Minnesota for some charity
That's
thing.
the line of the Somalians.
The detective that responded that she was hit in the head with a brick after she refused to give her phone number to a guy on the street.
And was that verified by any of the evidence that detectives looked at?
No, that was not verified.
Harris County prosecutor Keith Houston says surveillance videos from that early September.
Yeah, when we get Celebrity Ideas, the one who brought all this up, I'm going to show it.
She was
Daphne.
already swole like that on code.
Morning show Osman.
Yeah, and she said it was an Uber driver, but first she said it was a dude in the club that asked for a number. So she just changed the story.
Hitting a man first.
So she's the
Well, I don't got to show this. We already talked about this part. Let me show this right quick. This is what she was doing while people was while she was getting that money on GoFundMe.
I'm in Jamaica. And this is such a big deal because this is what I'm talking about when I say
She
I'm taking
heavy.
my life back brick by brick, pun intended. Because 4 months ago,
Look, y'all, the woman said she was hit with a brick. It changed her life, and she's making pun jokes about how she out here brick by brick, pun intended. She playing in their face. She was playing all in your face.
this incident happened.
I ain't gonna lie on code. I ain't gonna lie.
On code.
Hey, we gotta be careful out here though.
Ready to check my
That's thick as
mailbox.
hell.
I didn't think that I could ever go out by myself. And as a woman that has been,
Now let me fast forward this.
On code said thick legs,
and
He said, "Damn."
it's just a big deal. Like,
thick thighs.
this is progress.
Big
I'm
mama,
so
your
proud of
arm.
myself for doing this, and I'm trying to learn how to live my life safely and enjoy it. I may never be the carefree girl I once was, but
Uncle said that's a damn woman.
I'm in Jamaica.
Uncle ready to risk it all.
I ain't gonna lie. There was some pictures I saw.
They
I
need
was
to
like,
reveal
damn.
who was the driver of the car. I don't believe she knew him. Some still believe that this is a scammer ring or something.
Yeah, y'all
LOL.
scamming? I ain't gonna lie
She
though.
kind of surgery's out.
I'm thinking like if you needed some money, if you willing to get online and shake your ass, I mean, you could have did this.
He said she's a pump and dump.
She good for the stroke. She's straight for the stroke.
Oh, she's a nice little concubine.
Hey, Uncle said she's straight for the stroke.
She's
All right,
a
this is-
hoe that belongs to the streets.
All right, this is Roda Osman, as you can see, Master of Science, Columbia University, BA English, Southern New Hampshire University. Some people think this is all
fake,
scamming too. This is the interest he
Black
had.
feminist.
Black feminist theory, urban societal movements, Black diasporic studies.
He said they pumped the full of saline.
Decolonial studies, cultural studies, race and gender studies. So, and look, you see right here, she research follows Somali diasporic women in Minnesota and their activism work to prevent the demolition of public housing and the potential of second displacement of the Somali community within 30 years. So as you can see, that's
They
what she
said there
is.
might be proof of sex work in Minnesota. Akifa exactly might be.
See,
right? I said
see,
that.
you
I've
and-
been saying that.
you and
The
Travis
first
keep
story I
y'all
said
keep calling
that.
that person a man. That's not fair.
Oh, we shouldn't be gossiping.
Shouldn't be doing that. Now, this is the person who exposed it all. Shout out to them.
Black woman, the greatest detectives.
Greatest, because she was on her.
They gonna get your ass up out of here. Hard to tell these days. Can't hide it when they BBWs though.
Can't hide it when they BBW.
I'm fair.
All right, George. All right, Roda is banned from GoFundMe. The cameras caught Roda assaulting a black man. He was defending himself and fought back with a water bottle. She blamed
legit.
black man for standing and watching her get assaulted when it was her doing the attack. I broke the news before everyone, and people still think I lied. Roda is now wanted. She is in hiding. My fraud case helped. It took 4 months, but accountability was hell. I hope this teaches the next woman to be honest and not create bogus GoFundMe's blaming man. If you do, I will find you, and I will expose you, one froster at a time. Shout out to Daphne. I'm sorry. Duke is still the...
I'm the truth until proven otherwise.
Well, we don't believe you. You need more people.
Fuck you, Travis. Duke is still the man. She
So this-
single-handedly took her down.
Single-handedly. So this is all her proof that she put out. I ain't got to show it all. It's all in the article. They used her as a reference in the article, showing how they broke it up. Showing how, now apparently there is a mix-up. People saying that she took the GoFundMe money and went to Jamaica. GoFundMe froze the account, so she wasn't able to take that money. I don't know if she was able to get any money out of it. So more than likely, she didn't get to touch none of that money yet. So I don't think she used that money to go to Jamaica. She might have actually used her own money to do that part. But yeah, It's another one.
Put
right
the
here.
article in the description, Duke.
All right. She had a domestic case a couple weeks ago after the
Just
brick
like
incident.
the white woman that single-handedly took down Cynthia G.
Yeah, it was a white woman. She charged with 9. She basically got another domestic assault charge on her. They're looking for, and she on the run.
She was pretending like she was living it up off of the money. This was clout chasing. Get you.
Everybody to be living it up. Say what do I do? All right. Now we're gonna move on to another conspiracy. Did you see this already?
Get that bag lady out of here. Oh, Sexy Red?
No, it ain't. It's about her, but it's not really about her. You see all these stuff that come with it. You saw it already.
About the Jackson dude?
Yeah.
Having his own label company?
Yeah, I guess it's something like that. Yeah.
And everybody that's backing him and his partners are all white people?
Let me play this. And this is another white lady. On TikTok, white ladies be women in general, but especially when for some reason when they come to like anything hip hop or related, white women really be the investigative journalists on this. They always mind somebody else's business. But anyway, let me play this.
Here is a new blind item that is allegedly about Sexy Red. As part of the deal, the executive was required to create music that would target and influence African American culture, specifically children. That's why this sexy artist has become a star overnight.
This ain't none of her business,
and it
though.
will lead you to an investment group with its hands in banking, politics, and entertainment. They're spending millions on her message. And again, this is allegedly Sexy Red. And this first related headline reads, "Is Sexy Red the most outrageous new voice in rap?" This next related headline reads, "Sexy Red records herself driving 130 miles per hour while pregnant." And this third related headline ties it back to the alleged investment group. With Gamma, Larry Jackson is putting $1 billion to work for Black culture.
Is he?
Now, I'm going to get to that article myself. Make sure I give her credit. That's her. What's her name?
Man, fuck that white woman.
It's her. It's her. She did it.
Did Travis sound moist for Sexy Red who looked like Uncle Fred?
Uncle Fred.
I don't recall so.
All right, so this is Gamma. This is the company.
Wow.
Here. This is the company here.
That's a monkey clapping.
Y'all remember that dude, Scooter Braun, who was going around buying everybody's catalog, and he bought QC. Was the name of the record label QC? Quality Control. He bought
is another
that. And
Pearly
then,
girl using black men to grow their channel with these attacks on Sexy Red.
But after he got QC, all of a sudden, Justin Bieber, Taylor Swift, and all these other white people turned against him for whatever reason. Said it had something to do with publishing rights or something. Well,
Isn't it a fraternity? Gamma, Alpha, Gamma?
Yeah, I don't know. Former Apple executive Larry Johnson launches Gamma, a new music company with Usher, Rick Ross. I noticed. I was the last 2 years. Usher has been on a new brand rollout. You hear me?
Like as far as what?
Well, he started his residency in Vegas. And the music he's been putting out, he's been getting more back into the public after they kind of, let's be honest, his biggest base, which would be, you would say black women, kind of abandoned him a couple years ago.
So who's his base now?
He getting his base back, I guess you would say, kind of, sort of. And he's getting the Super Bowl halftime show. Now I want to jump to this right here. It says, rumor mill, a sexy start for Gamma. Now, this is all the people that allegedly has ties to this company with Larry Johnson. Obviously, Sexy Red, saw French Montana, Travis Scott, Snoop Dogg. He has ties with a lot of people in the entertainment business, and we've seen, like I said, a new brand roll out for a lot of these people. Then you get Larry Jackson, is on a mission to put $1 billion to work in favor of Black culture with his startup Gamma. And it says, Larry Jackson is focused on uplifting Black culture through a major label competitor. The former Apple Music executive, music startup Gamma, funded by Eldridge Industries, is on a mission to put $1 billion in funding to work in favor of Black culture, according to Billboard. However, the road to gaining the access was far from easy for the founder. The hardest thing I've ever had to do in my career was raise money. Jackson said, according to the outlet, especially for an idea that is pre-asset where the intellectual property is my brain. So basically this article is showing that he's supposed to take this money and put it into Black culture. But then you look at what he's putting money behind.
This propaganda.
Isn't it a detriment to black people? The stuff you putting the money behind? Then I want to show this right here.
Hey, go see that car. I'm drag that shit to make a nigga go and walk down. I'm the type of niggas up, strings out styrofoam. You the type of niggas won't. Hey, go see that.
We show those videos of these little kids dancing to Sexy Red, but we also got to show these little kids in a club. We complain about these transgenders going to these, taking these kids to these bars and stuff, dancing with them. We also need to talk about these men that are taking children to the club.
Now, I can see your point of reference of how you're trying to equate the two, but
what's the difference?
Do we want a little boy to see shaking ass or trannies?
Not no 8-year-old, no.
No, we don't want that to be said, dude. But come on now.
What?
But who's
wrong
to say
is wrong?
Wrong is wrong. But who's to say he's surrounded by men though? It's not like
it's a club.
It's a club.
Listening to the music,
bad. He should not be in a club.
We know
I 100% agree with you, but I would not go as far to say
I would
bringing kids
I
to.
did.
We know you would because you're an extremist.
Oh, I'm an extremist now. It's taking too long.
It was white women that wrote an article. I don't remember her name. This is about Sexy Red, not a black man. All the music has flopped. White folks always attempt to add their context to black culture. Again, everybody in the club getting tipsy. You want to go ahead and play first?
Okay.
Uncle Sexy Red, our Uncle Free is a black man in a dress. Just look at the body and the face and prove me wrong.
I mean, she had a baby.
Okay, I'll go it. Very curious. I believe it. Trashy Red is garbage. We need to hurry up and move past this trash music in our culture. Black Led, the new empowerment for black men. Shaking my head.
That's a shot.
He's doing what dishonorable would do with the money. You're choosing to video this content is negative. Time for a spanking. Just wait a minute. The trash always ends up taking itself out.
It's taking too long.
Taking long. L black men. I'm with Duke. Not a good look for adults in either scenario. Protect the children.
Now, since we talk about the influence on the children, and I could go further, we're gonna move to the influence on other cultures. We probably shown so many videos of these Asians changing their hair, changing how they, all type of stuff over there. They have a whole hip hop culture, all type of stuff over there. But
where are the real parents at? Full support of Sexy Red in her music. I know she changed her black family's lives.
That's the positive there, I guess.
This ain't knowing this is Peach. Gotta keep it carbon in my reach. Pick and call Mari out my teeth, babe. This is Peach. Gotta keep it carbon in my reach. Pick and call Mari out my teeth, babe.
Man, that's extreme to go through. But that's what black people do too.
I was about to say, can we complain?
The relaxers, the perms, and the Jerry curls, and the
these people found a way to make
curls.
These people have some of the, I don't know how you would call their hair, straightest hair.
They have their hair is more straighter than white people. They have the finest hair on the planet,
and they found a way to attempt to have afro.
Hey, they getting ready for the end times. They trying to fool the angels.
Look at this. Come on, bruh. Come on.
That ain't see, boy.
Do y'all think this? Do y'all know this?
That's cultural appropriation.
You know what they call it? When somebody copy you, it's what do they call it? Flattering. Are y'all flattered by this?
I'm not flattered by it.
Are you flattered by them completely
Those parents
changing?
chasing the bag, using the kids, dishonorable white woman always trying to lift up black whole culture to the detriment of their own people. Exactly, Kifa. Somehow people will watch Asians and others choose to adopt African American culture, but the men in those communities don't say they're losing their culture or hate themselves. Why?
Because they're the ones doing it. And Asians are the most, they integrate faster than any other demographic I've ever seen on the planet. I've said this before. If you get on the phone with an Asian, if they grew up around whatever culture, they're gonna sound exactly like them.
They assimilate.
Yes, thank you. They assimilate more than any other culture I've ever seen. Asians,
that's selfishness.
Part of Asian culture is to assimilate to the more dominant culture that they're around. They don't try to hold out nothing. They'll be in your neighborhood with a Chinese restaurant, and they will, especially if they grew up there, sound exactly like you. They don't even try to. They assimilate completely. Anyway,
Man, she.
All right. Speaking of hip hop and its influence, Yo Gotti's brother Big Jook killed in shooting outside Memphis restaurant. Police confirmed. Big Jook, brother of Yo Gotti,
Tales from the Hood stories,
was killed in I guess a war going on in Memphis. A lot of people think that this has a lot to do with the killing of young Dolph. What do you think about the senseless, and I call it senseless because I'm not there, killings?
2/3 got to go.
That hip hop leads to. You got to go.
Oh, we can play it back to. We need to protect the culture and not promote the type of music that is displayed nowadays.
Young Dolph fans doing this. Picture of Big Jook bleeding out sparks outrage in wake of Memphis restaurant shooting. So part of the things that came, and I guess you could say this came especially from the Chicago rap, the drill scene, where when someone would die, they would mock the person who was killed, make a song about them and diss them. And then they got popular in places like Florida and Atlanta. And obviously now it's in Memphis, where when someone dies, people go online and mock their death and put up memes and videos and laugh emojis. This is when I say, when your culture at this point is still existent, but it's so weak, it's like a heartbeat, a light heartbeat at this point, our culture. This is against everything I knew growing up. You didn't speak about the dead. Like, once they died, it's over. Just leave that alone. What, you think something different?
I'm not disagreeing with you, but let's not act like we haven't heard.
Of course you heard people say stuff
about the dead, so.
File Creek Ward officer tips leading to arrest of man police said killed black youngsters, brother. So black youngsters are part of this as well. All I'm gonna say is this. As long as you're willing to kill each other, keep in mind, both these people were wealthy. And allegedly this is all over a woman. Now, I don't know if that's true. I'm not saying that's a fact. But most of the time when you look into this stuff, at some point you run into a story about a woman, a baby mama, a girlfriend, or something leading to somebody losing their life, and then people feeling like they got to constantly get back at them. It's the worst part of the. Would you consider a subculture of black culture this, or hip hop?
Hip hop is a subculture
of black culture. This is the worst. This is the worst part of that. This is the worst part. This get back thing. This street culture. The street culture is the worst thing.
So you're saying hip hop and gang.
That street
life
hip-hop,
is the same thing?
Yeah. The gangster rap, the gangster culture.
Well, some people out here don't live that life. They just rap about it because they're artists and they're allowed to be an artist.
See, that goes back to Marlon Wayans, an artist. I should be able to be what I want to be in a movie. I'm just telling you what they say. They say they're allowed to be an artist and make shit up. All right. I guess we'll go anything now.
I grew up in a time of the most snitches to ever happen around our community. I need for y'all to stop being delusional about the past.
See, the most snitches.
I grew up in a time of the most snitches to ever happen around our community. So she's saying it's a lot of snitches that happen.
And what's snitching? Because snitching ain't somebody committed a crime against me and I tell the cops. That's not snitch. I'm a civilian. Snitching is I committed a crime with you and I go tell the cops and I get caught and I tell the cops you were with me to get less time. That's snitching. A civilian can't snitch. They simply following the law. They want justice for themselves or a family member or another civilian that was done wrong. But anyway, Tacoma officers acquitted in Manuel Ellis' death have to leave the department. But they don't just leave. They're getting $500,000 each to leave. They're paying the cops to leave the department. And they can just go to another city and get the same job, I guess, down the street. What do you think about that?
It's terrible. It's terrible. This is what, but this is why the white man is going through his trials and tribulations, because shit like this that makes the news and they have to create DEI.
Oh yeah.
That the white man doesn't feel that he's a part of.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this may be the reason why.
Former Colorado Officer Randy Roedema sentenced to over 1 year in jail for killing of Elijah McClain. So he got 1 year. And the judge said he factored in his indifference to the situation and his good character. I said, wait, how are you indifferent to killing somebody and got good character? How do you show good character and be indifferent to killing someone? I don't
said he showed remorse.
He didn't. He was indifferent.
After the fact, he showed remorse.
Okay.
That's what he said.
Just running through these right quick. Judge denies Daniel Penny's request to dismiss Jordan Neely's subway chokehold.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Where Kiefer at? Where Kiefer? Kiefer was rooting for you, Danny.
Don't do that. Hold on. I'm sorry. Hold on.
Where you at, Kiefer?
All right, we're good. So Daniel Penny, he was denied the dismiss, so they're going to go through with it. He pleaded not guilty in June to second-degree manslaughter and criminally negligent homicide in May, in the May 1 death of Neely, a black subway rider. So we can go on.
The real part that pissed me off is, even if, they said, he had mental issues because his mother, he was dealing with mental issues. He hadn't been the same since his mother passed away. He was acting erratic. He was pretty much asking and begging for help on the train.
Yeah.
He said he was starving and he was hungry. And so he started acting erratic. And then you put him in a chokehold for 15 minutes.
So
and then two other people hold. Two people that held
they
him should also be charged for that too.
I agree.
I don't know how they escaped that.
Whatever you charge him with, you got to charge
They should
him
have been
with
charged
something.
too. Now you know
less.
about this gypsy, more about this gypsy hole than I do. So you can talk about the gypsy hole.
It don't matter what this is about. I just want to respond to what she said. Gypsy Rose. I'm sure y'all know who Gypsy Rose is. The young lady who went to prison for convincing a young man to kill her mother. She has been released from prison. She has become an internet sensation the last couple weeks. A really weird energy. Gypsy Rose Blanchard went to prison for murder and is now a social media star. I want y'all to know, her mother was sick in the head. She was putting her daughter through a bunch of surgeries and lying about illnesses that she did not have. And because of the bad treatment she received, and she also obviously is a little special needs, she convinced another young man who I think has another special mental problem to kill her mother. They got caught. He got life in prison. She got a few years, and now she's released. And the way she talk about dude in prison, like he just tough luck for him. He committed a crime. He a killer.
I never told him to do it.
Yeah,
I don't associate myself as a murderer because if you think about it, yes, I had a part to play in it. I asked Nick for help. And how that conversation started was, he was saying that he would protect me from anyone. I said anyone. He said yes. I said even my mother. He said yes. And then the plan kind of formed from there. But he's the one that did the actual kill, not me. I can't kill anyone. That's why he's in trouble to begin with, because he's the one that did it. So when they say I'm a murderer, I don't identify as that. I don't associate.
Shout out to Truth Seeker.
What up, Truth Seeker?
You got on cold? Don't let these white people
slick talk
you.
This young lady is very manipulative, and I'm gonna say this. We're not gonna stay on this. Whoever she's with, they better be careful. I wouldn't be surprised if in the next coming years you hear some story about her committing another crime.
She is too capping for an agenda pro MK Ultra via her mother Heffa. Lord,
she said, "I don't." What up, Shantae? She said, "I don't identify as a murderer." Then she said, "That's why he's in trouble." Like she didn't get in trouble for it too.
Yeah, I like the screen from both of my channels. She looked weird. George, that's your fucking type. Please, dude, but slow. Plus, dude, but slow.
Yeah, I don't. Y'all think a dude? You think a person who has mental problems? Do you think they should receive life in prison for a crime they commit? That's a question. You think so? Do you think a person with mental problems, if they commit a crime, a heinous crime of murder, do you think they should receive life in prison? And it kind of goes along with the story down in Florida of the big teenager who beat up the teacher. He has mental problems, but they're trying to give him 30 years. I think his
did they say what his mental illness was?
I forgot what it was, but him reacting the way he did based off his mental problem, yes, it makes sense that he would do something like that.
Her mother taught her how to disassociate herself.
Yeah, her mother taught her how to be a manipulative,
life in a mental institution.
Okay, I can agree with
Depends
that.
on the situation and the crime. I agree with Keith.
Well,
on
what he
that.
did was he killed her mother, stabbed her like 50 times, and then said he wanted to, sexually assault the body.
Mm.
And the girl Gypsy said, "No, you can just have sex with me." And no, she said that was he sexually assaulted her in place of her mother's.
They were together?
Body. I don't know if she said they were together, but she was talking with him. Yeah, they were dating, I guess. So he stabbed her
wanted
50
to
times.
sexually assault a dead corpse.
Yes.
And in the place of him doing that, she
And
volunteered herself.
Yes.
It seemed like she just wanted some.
So you think he should get life for that?
I
his mental
can't-
problems?
I can't. I don't know what his mental illness is. I don't know if he suffers from bipolar, schizophrenia, borderline personality disorder. I don't know, so I can't give an opinion on that.
All right.
Yes. Then life. I'm sure he knew right from wrong.
All right. I move on. Jamal Bowman co-sponsors bill that seeks $14 trillion in slavery reparations for Black Americans. We ain't got to read the article. We kind of know all the.
His wife's name is Melissa Oppenheimer.
Yes.
Oppenheimer is an Ashkenazi Jewish name.
Yep.
So one of
That's
her
why you got a movie
parents
called
is
Oppenheimer.
Jewish, and I think it's her father.
Who?
His wife.
Who's her father?
Her last name is Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
That's an Ashkenazi Jewish last name. So one of her parents is Jewish.
I don't know.
But she
Jewish
may
the mother might give her name.
She may be Hispanic from
Or she
South
might be,
America
what they
because
call
they
it?
have Ashkenazi Jews there too. So I don't know what the fuck she is, but she's some type of Jewish.
But $14 trillion, what you thinking?
That's not enough. Sounds about right. 14 trillion. On Cole said that sounds good to me. Not enough.
They're gonna take 99.9% of if it passes.
That's not enough.
All right.
Greedy. Like set it off. Get some more money.
Oh, this was the NAACP had a march, and people came out there doing a reparations rally at the NAACP meeting, and they were kicked out because they were talking about reparations, and they said we're not talking about reparations here.
Mm.
Let me play the video.
And how do we determine who are Black Americans? Well, we would have to go by the census.
Well, they have
a criteria.
They have a criteria. You got to have put Black on your any form of identification
For more than 10
in
years?
More than 10 years. You have to have at least one parent that came from a descendant of enslaved Black American, and it was something else they said. I can't remember the other one.
That's the ADOS one though.
Well, all of them going by that I've seen.
The illegal immigrants are currently receiving reparations, 14 trillion to 13% of the country.
Descendant from slave. All right.
Listen. On behalf of the NAACP, we're disinviting you to this event. This is a private event. We're asking you, please leave.
I haven't even said that. I've been sitting here on the phone.
We're asking you, please, this way.
Well, can you just give me an explanation?
Talk about reparations. Come on.
Oh, that's what it is?
Yeah. Please, this way, please.
Can you talk about it right now? This is on behalf of the NAACP?
Come on, y'all. This is so unfair. This way, please.
I can't lie to it.
This is so unfair. Truly peace.
Everybody not a descendant of slaves.
Thank you.
Reparations.
Thank you.
Reparations.
Thank you.
Look at this, y'all.
Get that one too. Come on.
Look at all this.
Let me get my.
We're being asked to leave, and we just been relaxing. Go ahead, get everybody.
Who set you guys in charge of this?
This sounds so white.
I want y'all to remember this next time the NAACP starts talking.
Yeah, NAACP ain't got nothing
Remember
to do
this.
with us. They for color folks. Y'all for.
Let them Native American niggas move over. More over.
Yeah, NAACP ain't got nothing to do with us. That's for colored folks.
NAACP ain't got nothing
Remember
to do
this.
with us.
This is so
They
unfair.
for color
Take me
folks.
out.
Y'all for Palestinians, right?
Palestinians. He said y'all for Palestinians, right?
With no explanation. With no explanation.
No
Sign of
explanation at all.
whiteness.
None at all.
These just say reparations on the stage, but you want to kick us out.
That's it.
Matter of fact, while he's still talking on the stage.
And there's probably about 20, 30 brothers and sisters who are Foundation for Black American Freedmen And they taking us all out one by one for no reason at all. We were just watching.
Wouldn't even let someone come in, but now
Nice flag,
we
Keeper.
ain't did nothing wrong.
Shameful.
And it's funny because he using the white cops to enforce his power because he don't have any. Anyway, sad all around. Look at you. Oh, look, keep the flag.
You got the flag up there.
Look, just a quick little story I want to show. This is funny to me. I'm tell you what, ask me what y'all think. Because they won't give you reparations, but you can get this, though.
And I guarantee you niggas out here renting
A rent center is renting out Jordans
spoons.
Rental spoons. A rent center is renting out Jordans for $19.99 a week. These Jordans are five.
Regina says she confused why they're getting kicked out.
Because they just put them out. They never gave them a reason. These Air Jordan 5 Racial Blues sell for about $300 on secondary sneaker sites. The offer is $375 to buy. After passing $375 in rental, they offer to buy them at the shoes at $525. And if you rent them a year, you keep them for $1,000. I hope this is not real. Hopefully this is just a joke. I pray some Negro don't pay $1,000 for these shoes.
Nigga, come on. You know they did it.
Come on, bro.
Okay,
shoes.
my confusion is justified.
Hey, the economy is
shoes.
The economy is in the gutter.
It's not that serious though. What the fuck?
When you renting shoes,
rental spoons.
Come on, bruh. Come on, man. You see people in the comment section. What in the world?
The same people that's saying what in the world is heading there after they get out of the comment section.
Only bean pies, but you can send Sling the burger. Travis and need the experience. All right, George. All right. Kentucky Republican pushes bill to make sex with first cousin not incest.
He said it was an accident.
It was an accident.
He accidentally left cousin out of the bill. This is in Kentucky.
Yeah, we know. Yeah, we know. A little mistake.
Mike got a cousin that he trying to holler at, and
he already hit him. It's Kentucky. He already hit him. Ain't no question.
How was the draws?
I got the draws. You see here, it says a Kentucky Republican introduced legislation that would amend the state's law so a person who has sex with their first cousin would no longer be criminally liable for incest before withdrawing it and claiming an error was made during the drafting process. Wilson, then a 27-year-old Republican defender, first shot at prominence when he was in 37 seasons. We don't care about none of that.
Man, his cousin like Britney Spears. George said he had to hit it.
How is that an accident? Exactly. You have secretary staff that reread.
They don't do that though.
They're supposed to reread.
We know they don't do that
over
though.
These bills and these, and you telling me nobody noticed that? Come on.
What's the main culture? Oops, I did it again. Oops. 18 inches long. Oops.
Now you got Britney running around half naked on the internet. Y'all probably should have kept her in that, whatever that shit called. When somebody over her money, her father. Y'all realize it was a mistake.
Ship, some type of ship. Court.
Conservation ship.
There you go.
The royal bloodline is incestual. All of them.
All of them.
All of them. So, there ain't no mistake though.
They
got caught though. It's okay.
What's her name? Lori Delphine out of Louisiana. The one that had the slaves, American Horror Story. That season about her, the witch season. And then to find out that Jeffrey Dahmer is related to her and she used to castrate black man penises.
And feed them to the...
And then he goes about and does that
same thing
to black men.
Delectable Negro. Somebody always said...
I'm not reading that.
When you look at history and what's happened to black people...
incest, Rockefeller incest,
when you look at history and what they've done to black people, or black Americans in particular, just know that it's probably worse than you think. She want knives and stuff dancing. Yeah, Britney lost it, but hey, she got her money though. It's her money. Let her have her money. Fuck it. Jeffrey Love. All right. Now this is a sad story. I'm not gonna go too deep into it. I just want to show. Really, I'm probably not even gonna show the interview headline. I'll probably just show this. 7 Texas men filmed themselves attacking 2 toddlers in the bathroom of Houston's Galleria Mall, where a ringleader worked.
And this was immigrants, correct?
This was, I think, immigrants. It was homosexuals.
So this would go to the point more why we should not be letting these illegals come into this country. We're already dealing with shit over here.
Yeah, it was.
And then to add on.
Yeah, it's a crazy story.
toddlers were allegedly sexually assaulted in a bathroom at the Galleria by multiple men. One of the men was a mall employee. Fox 26's Natalie He is.
And the reason why they called him is because they found the video, I think, on the dark web. That's how they saw what happened.
Joining us now live from the Galleria with the disturbing details. Natalie.
Well, Anthony, court documents reveal that there were up to 7 men involved in the sex assault. It apparently happened at one of the public bathrooms here at the Galleria Mall. And tonight, one local organization has an important message for parents.
The FBI has arrested Arthur Hector Fernandez III and charged the 29-year-old with sexual exploitation of children. Fernandez is pictured here on his private Instagram with the username allegedly Hector.
Go to the bathroom.
His account was named.
Kids.
Yeah.
Why is toddlers going to the bathroom by themselves anyway?
This world is just now. You see these.
They were brought in. They're brought in legacy to further destabilize the country.
You see people walking around with collars on their children, but you walk around letting your kid go into the bathroom alone. Yeah.
Named in court documents that detailed the disturbing allegations that he and at least 6 other unidentified men sexually assaulted and raped a toddler at what appeared to be a Galleria Mall bathroom. Court documents say last month the Australian Centre to Counter Child Exploitation reported 4 explicit videos found on the dark web to the FBI in which at least 2 toddlers ages 2 and 3 were filmed being sexually and verbally assaulted by multiple men at once.
That's their culture.
What the fuck is WIM?
Huh?
What the fuck is WIM? That's Ashley Ariel.
I don't know. What the fuck is WIM? What the fuck is wrong with these people?
Oh,
okay. Yeah, they're just sick people, man.
We don't know.
Protect your family. Protect your family. You see this?
No, I didn't see
this next video is change of.
She looked German. Is she German?
Yes.
That big face?
Yes. So this next video I'm about to show y'all is a woman in Germany. I'm sorry, a German woman in Namibia talking about colonialism, and she's defending it basically. Listen to this. This shit had me my head hurting.
I'm from Namibia, born and raised. They want the land back? How? Sorry, but that's just, I mean, really? It's not even their land. If they wanted their land, then they should have done something 100 years ago. And who's to say that the land originally even belonged to them? For all we know, there were people before them there who they took the land from. So
this shit right here.
Her husband's
her new husband black. When I saw this video, it made me think of Asians.
Wow. Made you think of what?
Asians. Asians and Germans have this mob-like mentality of.
They're not the only ones.
It's not mob mentality. It's like once they have a idea about something, it's like the entire culture adopts that. And so she's looking at like, Namibia is ours now. Who knows if they owned it before? Who knows? Germans and Asians are alike in that to me.
She sounds like the Jays Pro versus Palestinians, same difference.
Exactly.
Palestine.
I've seen some of these Jewish people say there's no such thing as Palestine. It's never been on the map. It's like, there's maps from the late 1800s, early 1900s, right? That has Palestine right there. Just because y'all have made people take Palestine off maps don't mean it was never there.
They don't belong in that land either. Neither one of them should be there.
So yeah. All right, what's this right here? Oh, man, I want y'all to see this right quick too.
Man, this shit was trash. This what we putting our life on the line for? Hold on.
This is why we need. This is what the reparations will be for.
I'm gonna do what the spirit says do, and what the spirit says do, I'm gonna do.
When I was finally served at that counter, I thought it was by far one of the lousiest meals I ever had. And I asked myself the question, is this what I put my life on the line for?
Shit, trash. Shit was nasty.
About being treated as a fellow human being.
Shit nasty.
Said this what I put my this bland ass shit.
Like on Life, that pie.
What's gonna take to turn one of them pies
into a nigga pie?
To a nigga pie. Get the hell out of there. Oh.
There you go.
Yeah. I just thought it was hilarious. Do you want to show this video? I don't think I got no context with this. Should I show this one? I don't think we can. Not this week.
What?
The woman, the black woman complaining about the snacks in Africa.
Do it.
You want to see it?
I'm sure they've seen this.
Y'all probably done seen this.
This was one of the most hilarious repatriate videos that is out there.
So this black,
but isn't she half Ghanaian?
I think so. She said
not for sure.
So this woman went to Africa to live in Mama Africa. Repatriated, and she had some complaints about Ghana. Can we go ahead?
Child, next time somebody asks me if I'm lying, I'm just silently say to myself, I do not identify as a liar. This seems to be
work around.
Run it.
Bedroom, and there's 6 of us with no hot water, no stove, no refrigerator. The refrigerator broke. Then on top of that, I got lizards crawling in the bed with me. I live in America in a mansion, and we don't have to put no water on the stove. We got steady
some
hot
places
water,
you do.
steady electricity, and the only time our electricity get cut off is when we don't pay the bill. And we got it so good now, we got prepaid electricity, so if we forget to pay the bill, we put some money on that prepaid thing, and it comes right back on in 2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes. This shit right here didn't come on for 14 hours yesterday. I can't deal. I love the people. Don't get me wrong. When I'm outside, I'm having fun. I love people. But when I come back to reality, when you come back home.
Why shouldn't go to Akon City, Craig?
Tumbleweed.
You come back home.
Tumbleweed.
You're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy. Every house I look for, the house is expensive as hell. Oh my God. 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, $1 million to live in a house where you look outside and all you see is turkeys and ducks and chickens and sheeps and old malnourished cows. I ain't even pay that much.
Malnourished cows. Oh, what up, Brilliant?
Your fat ass need to go out and run if you want to warm up. The rich need to go to Africa and renovate. Peace to the goddess and goddess. What did I miss? I like her. Yo, I need to be motivated and get you some happiness.
You know she can't put food stamps in the ring.
George.
Bedroom, and there's 6 of us with no hot water.
All right,
they went back. The house, it's big ass spiders, it's big ass lizards, colorful lizards you ain't never seen before, all in the fucking room with you, sleeping with you. All the bullshit people trying to scam you when you go outside thinking you rich, so they trying to get more money off of you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this shit. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being happy. Please comment down below.
Now, make sure I put this right here. And she actually ended up staying.
She did.
She ended up staying in Africa. She's still there. But she said they ain't got no snacks. So when she said this in her original video, the Africans was in the comment section clowning her for talking about they ain't having no snacks.
They got terrible snacks there. And let's be clear about when she said the hot water be coming on. Okay, if you live in an area where you have to, your gas, if you have a gas bill and you don't pay your gas bill during the wintertime, that means you ain't gonna get no hot water unless you heat it up on the stove. So there's some Negroes that do that shit. Let's be clear.
They can't do that in the winter.
What?
They can't just cut you off in the winter.
Oh, the gas?
And niggas definitely be plotting.
Niggas will let that gas get cut off
in the
and
winter.
Boil that water.
Lord, what you say? You hear her bottom chin flapping. Her voice sound like giblets.
Lord honorable.
Yeah, she said black men kicked him out. Kicked him out of what?
Black men are everywhere. Everyone born of a black man that can be traced back to slavery. Black mother. Like those little entertainment only tests which only trace your mother.
I think it's the father honorable, but
on the roots. These people black people that's doing the roots. A lot of their ancestors are white men.
Keeping it real.
Their forefathers, but luckily they be on their mother's side, not their father's side.
Oh yeah, they just happened to
They escaped.
what's the dude name from Reading Rainbow?
Reading Rainbow.
He found out that on his mother's side, his great grandfather was a Caucasian, was a white man who was fought in the
Civil War. He was a Confederate.
On Confederate side.
He was on the Confederate side. My ancestors isn't Twinkies. I had an experience on the top of a mountain bluff, and except Maui with a rat, a gecko, all kinds of bugs as roommates. We need to take over America, and they need to take over Africa.
Okay. We already saw that plan. Are you going to send people that already have resources to Africa?
Like who?
That's the older folks.
Black men leadership have already told us that the NAACP isn't black organized. That's true.
That's actually ran by the
We built this hoe. I ain't leaving.
That's by the tiny hats. All right, let me just get to this. Let's get to the root of this episode. The I choose you. We'll get to this right here. All right. Biden's appeal to black voters need an overhaul. This is January 10th, written by Charles Blow. We ain't got to go through the article. I'm only showing the headlines to show that they about to get ready to start putting them back on the corner now. It's time to rally them back up.
He said, I'll leave and I'm on the FBI's most wanted.
You might be already on it.
You might be.
RFK Jr. sees an opening as more black voters sour on Biden. The independent presidential hopeful spent MLK weekend crisscrossing Atlanta as he courted black voters.
And you can guess who the majority of the black voters were. What demographic?
What?
Black women showed up for RFK. He's running as an independent.
Yeah, he went as independent. Keep in mind, by the way, there was a time when a guy like Robert F. Kennedy Jr. or Biden or somebody would have to go to Harlem. Now it's Atlanta. Georgia is the state now. Georgia is the big deal. All right, let me show this next one.
And in that article, he also tried to compare him being Irish.
Oh yeah, the Irish black connection.
The Irish black connection.
We don't talk about that. We don't talk about that before. The Irish people actually have scholarships for black Americans in Ireland.
I can't believe Angela Stratton was for him.
I'm not surprised.
They kind of took me.
She kind of went Republican. She probably don't fuck with Trump and all that. So she's like, I go with him.
I was like, wow, Angela Stratton. She down. She, dishonorable white women knows it was
it's Joe Budden. Joe Biden. Why is Joe Budden name always getting said when they say Joe Biden's name?
might be an ancestor.
Oh shit.
He said he's not going to tell his DNA test.
All right, let's see Kamala Harris tell us how dangerous Trump is for the millionth
More
time.
Dangerous than her?
I don't know.
Donald Trump is an existential threat to our democracy and our most fundamental freedoms. Remember the chaos, the division, the attacks that took rights and liberties from the American people. We cannot allow that to happen again. Make an investment in our campaign, and together we can protect our freedoms.
Exactly, brilliant. Brilliant said, please, if people don't know the meaning of existential, that's a lie. Exactly. You're saying that this is like number one, red flag, shit is about to go down. This is a threat. It's like you're doing too much. Now, Biden, we talked about him going to the AME church, and people found out that he stole another speech. But guess who he stole his speech from this time?
Who?
He stole from Hillary.
From Crookery, his cousin?
Somehow he stole from her. Let's see what he had to say.
Nobody told me the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to leave me.
Nobody told me that the road would be easy. I don't believe he brought me this far to...
That's Mary.
Now, who pandered better? Hillary or Biden?
Oh, definitely Crookery.
Hillary had the hot sauce.
She always keep a small bottle of Texas Pete in her purse.
Fuck Hillary.
Believe me.
Oh my God.
I don't feel no ways tired.
I don't feel no ways tired.
They always fake their accents when they go to certain places. Go ahead.
Oh, her face. I'm not reading what George said.
George, you're talking crazy, man.
He said Kamala be giving toe curling dome. She looked like she forever giving head. He talking about Kamala.
Kamala be having him in the office. Howling to the moon.
For freedom did we lose under Trump? We didn't under Mr. Big prior, and since under Jim Crow. Joe? Exactly. Talking about Trump is like he's the end of the world type shit. Get the fuck out of here, Kamala.
All right.
Shit.
So we got to talk about somebody else that had some of their toes curling. Fannie Willis accuses estranged wife of special prosecutor of interfering with Trump election case.
What's that civil right? Fannie Mae.
Fannie Mae. I'm sorry, we shouldn't forget that name. We got to end the damn opening.
Fannie Mae.
Oh Lord,
I don't like to do shit like that. God, that sounds more like some magical Negro MK Ultra repetitive lines. Mr. Big still running things. He sure is.
Fannie Mae Hamer.
Yeah, she rolling her grave off of this Fannie.
All right, so
apparently Nikki Hater's about that too. He got it.
Kiefer, we got that too.
We got it, Kiefer.
We got that too. I'm gonna hit that one last. I'm gonna say, look at this. All right.
She looks less appealing. I'll pass.
So Fannie's saying that they lying on the name.
Well, sorry.
They saying they lying on their name.
Fannie Willis was throwing it bike.
All right. She said that a estranged wife of the special prosecutor is interfering with Trump case. Then we could just, because she's coming out and affirming what Trump's co-defendant, who's accusing Fannie Willis of an affair with an attorney in Georgia RICO case. So she's affirming what he's saying. Yeah, they was sleeping around, and they didn't deny it. They didn't deny it.
Y'all remember Big Nut?
So we got Big Nut. Now we got what's this guy's name? Nathan, whatever his name is. Nathan Wade,
Jocelyn Wade.
Fannie Willis hired Trump 2020 election case prosecutor with whom she's accused of having an affair after two others said no. You see here, it said when Fulton County Judge District Attorney Fannie Willis spoke at a historically black Cobb church in Atlanta last Sunday, she gave a full throttle defense of Nathan Wade, a private lawyer whom she appointed to lead her 2020 election interference case against former President Donald Trump, and with whom she's accused of having an affair.
She's guilty. She definitely did deny it. As she never mentioned anything. She said everything, but we were not romantically involved with one another.
She also get into what she tried to use as a defense for herself.
Nathan Wade got to that monkey.
What did she use as a defense?
Oh, she said that she said this black man, he has 10 years of experience in something and 25 years of experience in the private sector of that. And she said, you're trying to knock a black man and a black woman. She pulled out the race card.
Yeah, she said, Willis' defendant's decision to hire Wade, who had not previously prosecuted a complex racketeering case, during a speech in Atlanta church, yada, yada, yada. She said, I did not expect this case to be dismissed and go away, but it's not our question for a different prosecutor in a different prosecutor office to take charge of this case, to simply remove the taint of the appearance of impropriety. The controversy has caught the attention of Trump's attorney on the case, Stephen Sadow, who posted about it on a social media network, Link It, on Friday. And let me just play the clip of her at the church.
All the glory I receive, it's his grace.
Oh, wow.
Not a perfect me.
Let me say this: whenever you start hearing a Negro
involved,
when you start hearing a Negro say, "I'm not perfect," God know I ain't perfect. You know
that they done fucked up.
They done did some bullshit.
The Lord knows my heart.
The election cycle is literally the last season of Billions. Crazy how life imitates art. We say the same thing. We keep bringing it up every time we talk about politics. We say the same thing about House of Cards. It amazed me how that directly compared to Trump.
Fanny probably AKA.
Probably is.
Hear me on that.
Cooking Alfredo and everything.
We are at a time in history when you can no longer sit back and just let other folks do it.
Oh, so that's like...
You cannot expect black women to be perfect and save the world.
Wow.
The Lord is completing us. We are not perfect. We need your prayers. We need
wow. What? She sounds like swallowing touchdown Jake. Damn.
Oh, yeah, she said swallow.
Hit the button. Jesus.
Allowed to stumble. We need grace. With that kind of support, we will move mountains and do Jesus' will. Stumbling all the way.
Oh, you were stumbling when you were putting your drawers back.
So this flawed, hard-headed, and imperfect child has a message for each of you today. Please find a way to do your extraordinary, God-given assignment and make this community and the world.
So y'all get the point. She never said she didn't sleep with him. She ran into church to support. She guilty. Exactly. That's the first
We got
place.
the link, bro. Not the truth, but being hilarious.
Look at it.
It is saddening to me.
Now, this is the old video when she first got in office and what she said she would never allow to happen.
It is saddening to me if young women felt like they came to work and they were, one, even judged for being a woman, but two, if certainly they felt uncomfortable within the workplace. That will not be something that is allowed on my watch. Supervisors
not on my
under
watch.
my leadership that are not encouraging and building up my staff will not be supervisors long in my administration. And I certainly will not be choosing people to date that work under me.
She talking out the side of her mouth. You know she lying.
You know, we are at a place in society where things happen in people's relationships, husband and wife. Sometimes there are outside relationships. I don't think that that's what the community is concerned about, although there might be a moral breaking in that. I think that what citizens are really, really concerned about is if you chose to have inappropriate contact with employees. I mean, there's nothing that I can say on it other than it is distracting. It is certainly inappropriate for the #1 law enforcement officer in this state. And it really, really saddens me. And it will be very unfortunate if the taxpayers of this community have to pay for any of those lawsuits.
Exactly. That's the way I feel about it also.
Keep in mind. So what happened with her was the wife saying that she looked at the credit card bills, the payments, and saw that they took trips to Jamaica. It's always
San Francisco,
Jamaica.
Miami.
So I want to play a little video in honor.
Reminds me of the public TV church lady that was sexually promiscuous. Would y'all hit a fanny to future to further your career?
Hey man, fanny ain't bad. Let me play a video.
Hey man, fanny ain't bad.
Let me play a video in honor. Did I put it up here? Is it here? Lord, what did I do with it? Sorry, y'all. And fuck, the time done passed, now it's over. Too late. It's too late. I had a whole thing planned.
I was like,
it's too late. But it ain't just Fannie Willis. Nikki Haley did cheat on her husband Michael, had affairs with her comms consultant and a married South Carolina lobbyist before she became governor. Sworn affidavits and new witness claim.
Bobby Herman worships Satan.
So just like Kamala Harris, her Indian sister, Kamala Harris, Nikki Haley, just like the rest of them, had some toes curling as well. Remember what Trump said years ago? Trump, I can't remember who it was. He accused somebody
of being a hoe?
Of being a hoe to get their position in political office. I forgot who it was.
Was it Kamala?
That wasn't Kamala. So Nikki Haley as well. Nikki Haley, 51, denied claims that she cheated on her husband Michael before she became South Carolina governor in 2010, saying she was 100% faithful.
Our code, on code, a brother got to do what a brother got to do.
I don't care about a woman's marriage, but I want to say, what is up with so many in politics? We've seen sex tapes in the Senate.
I rest my case.
We've seen gay sex tapes in the Senate. We've got stories of multiple women in office who have cheated on their husbands. Hold on. We got a California, the woman who ran for office, who allegedly is having a lesbian relationship with one of her secretaries. What is going on?
Just a big orgy.
All of them. Then we had a dude in a wheelchair who was the Republican who said that just like the Democrats, the Republican be having orgies and stuff and drug infested orgies, and all of a sudden he lost his seat and he just disappeared.
Judge Joe Brown called out Kamala out for being promiscuous to get where she is now. What's his name?
Willie
Joe,
Brown. Willie Brown.
Willie Brown.
Willie Brown had to give her what she wanted.
Give her more, give her more.
I wish they understood the inside joke.
They don't.
More, Jimmy more.
They won't. I gave her all I could.
New Hampshire. And I think to the point that you made, Steph, I mean, it's the elephant in the room. She's still a brown lady that's got to try to win in a party that is deeply anti-immigrant and which accepts the notion that you can say immigrants are poisoning the blood of our country. She's getting birthered by Donald Trump. And I don't care how much the donor class likes her, which will ramp up a lot the better she does in New Hampshire. So it's still a challenge. I don't see how she becomes the nominee of that party with Donald Trump still around. I can't picture it happening. Maybe it could happen. Ron DeSantis' only argument for staying in it is he's the white guy, that he can still make the appeal.
So you still
got child abuse cases.
So they still got these people up here being the.
Can we please take a minute to talk about the wig though? I'm not. She looked like that damn orangutan.
Oh.
What's that movie with the white dude? It was like a sequel of movies with the monkey. It's like a truck and stuff involved. I can't think of the movie. But anyway,
I'm having
Duke said the same thing. Wait, in the early 2000s, Mary J is going on there. He said Mary J. Blige. That was a Mary J. Blige wig too.
Come on. Now y'all did get her. Shout out to the black women. Y'all did get her out of the braids or whatever she had for like 10 years.
I'm having difficulty listening to black women with blonde hair, psychological issues.
And by the way, they still pushing. You still got some, I guess you would call them liberal people in the liberal media who are pushing for Nikki Haley to be the Republican Party's choice. They still want a female president.
Well, they're not gonna get it.
They're not gonna get it. It's over. Hillary was your best shot.
Michelle is their best shot, and she's not even a.
Well, a man did win Woman of the Year. So
you talking about
the Kardashian,
the Caitlyn Jenner?
Caitlyn Jenner. He was a man in his first year. He won Woman of the Year,
AKA Bruce Jenner.
Not AKA. He is Bruce Jenner.
Bruce said he still be out here hitting them though.
Oh yeah.
Just because he want to wear wigs and pumps.
I'm not crazy. Am I crazy?
They try to put him with a black man too. He said, "Hell no."
I remember. I didn't watch the. I don't watch the show, but I'm sorry, y'all. Hold on.
Hell to the no. Nikki is a Democratic choice because they don't want Biden.
Well, they're pushing for a Republican. That's the part that's crazy.
They said the native podcast with Angela Rye. Oh, well, okay, we'll wait.
We're gonna get to that. The pimp. We're gonna get to him.
They kind of touched on Nikki, how they're disappointed in her.
Hold on, what did I have?
Duke got his own Dateline music.
Observe as if his old content undergoes.
I don't know why all these ads are playing.
With text-based video editing.
All right, let's move forward now. Okay. They're talking about the black voters are leaving the Democratic Party, how Georgia is a fighting state right now. Let's move forward. Black voters are leaving the Democratic Party to vote for Trump. I don't know if I agree with that part. AJC poll, Trump leads Biden in pivotal Georgia. Then we're going to go to this right here. This is when we start talking about the pimp game. Let's go ahead and get back to this. How it all goes back to one thing.
Look at Regina. Sorry. Regarding these ladies being accused of sexual misconduct, the experts say chocolate with nuts is good for you, especially dark chocolate. Well.
So now we got to talk about the game. And we got the pimps and the hoes, which is the U.S. government, the politicians, and the civilians. So I'm about to play a video right now that shows, I'm sure y'all have seen this movie, The Mac, and it's comparable to what's going on in the black community. Let me play it.
And I don't care how much I let it run through my head, it always ended up the same way. I'd always end up hanging upside down in that stupid car, looking at that stupid ass cop.
We're gonna change all that, man. We're gonna put you on your feet again. You're gonna have a bankroll so big, when you walk down the street, it's gonna look like your pockets got the mumps.
I ain't never had those kind of mumps.
Now remember, a pimp is only as good as his product, see? And his product is women. Now you got to go out there and you got to get the best ones you can find. And you got to work them broads like nobody's ever worked them before. And never forget, anybody can control a woman's body, see? But the key is to control the mind. You see, pimping's big business. And it's been going on since the beginning of time. And it's going to continue straight ahead till somebody up there turns out the lights on this small planet. Can you dig it?
Yeah, I can dig it, yeah.
Madam.
All right, so now we go here.
The native land.
Our Heart Podcast premieres Native Land Podcast hosted by Angela Rye, Tiffany Cross, and Andrew Gilliam is back.
Yeah, we talked about it last week.
Finally got off the flow. He back walking around again. Let me show this right. What? Sorry, hold on. Okay. We can move here. I don't know if y'all seen the show already. It's a political show they have coming out. Angela crying about somebody saying tinsel crotch is hilarious. You got this right here. All right.
They too close. Why they posing like Destiny Child?
Yeah, definitely got the
She's
Destiny
right.
Child.
This is the Destiny's Child Fulfill album, for their last album, Destiny Fulfilled album.
Well, who Beyonce?
You know Angela is Beyonce. Angela's Beyonce.
Is Michelle? Can't say it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. Let's move on. I ain't doing it. Today, Our Heart Podcast announced the launch of Native Land Pod, hosted by Angela Rye, Tiffany Cross, and Andrew Gilliam. The new series will explore weekly news during the country's road to the
When
polls
I see this picture
year.
of the three of them, all I hear is yes, bitch. What's good? Shout out to Drake.
What up, Drake?
Angela don't have the word after one thing about Beyonce. The public has never seen her so desperate to be in a celebrity relationship.
They all got that desperation.
Angela be out here showing that body.
So they said that in the spirit of
Work
the last
ethic.
stanza of the Black National Anthem, we rise from the past, rooted deeply in the soul of ancestral struggles to build a home, to claim our space. On Native Land Pod, Angela Rye, Tiffany and Andrew embark on the journey of reflection, taking stock of the news of the week and the country road to the polls, yada, yada, yada. What do you think about them choosing the name Native Land?
When I heard the name Native Land, it almost like they were taking a shot at ADOS or FBA, all these reparation-led groups that are saying, "Here, we've been here for so." The name of that was just kind of strange for them to say Native Land Pod.
Now I watched some of the
because that's almost like being a patriot.
Yeah,
and they're liberals.
Yeah, I thought they supposed to be against being a patriot. Gay Gilliam. Angela's daddy, Eddie Ray, is a well-known activist here in Seattle.
Yes, that's true. I was going to say that.
I did watch some of their first episode.
He got that S curl.
In the first episode, all I saw with them talk about how bad Trump was. Yeah, we know Biden not good, but he better than Trump and yada, yada, yada. They said the typical stuff you expect. So this is another mouthpiece for the Democratic Party. They shilling again. They brought, and we always, when we talk about the pimps and the politicians, we always compare these people to the hoes being put in the corner to sell something. But in reality, they're the pimps. They pimping us, the Black American, the citizens. They pimping you to do what they tell you to do.
How long do you give their show? LOL, a year or more? Well, they got 100. They've got like 120 right now, and it's day 7. 120K views.
No. Yeah. I think this show is going to end as soon as the election over. I think this show only exists because they've been told we need somebody in the certain.
Does it end if Trump is elected?
No, I think
they're going to be the new Rachel Maddow.
Yeah, if Trump wins and they get enough backing or following across social media and they podcast get, I think they keep going. But I think if Biden wins, they did their job. Let me show this. It said Louisiana State passed a congressional map with 2 majority Black districts. This is after the other mappings got denied. And I'm bringing this up because we've seen this in almost every state: Chicago, New York, North Carolina. All these states are battling for congressional map control. And it all comes down to everybody know that resources are light and everybody's worrying about their own demographic.
Their survival.
The hand-in-hand kumbaya is over. You're starting to see every group
Are
do
you sure
stuff.
black people are starting to do stuff?
No, black people are the only group. No, I think black people too. You're starting to see black people ask for stuff for black Americans. Because everybody else is doing it. Let's go through it. And this first one.
That's the white man.
White men no longer want to fight for a nation that scorns them.
What? Well, we have to ask the question. If they're being painted as the big white, the boogeyman, would you want to fight for a country that doesn't respect you?
They're not going to fight for the country. And that's what critical race theory is about. Because the Caucasian women saw that in the school system, there was not enough esteem being placed in being white.
Which doesn't make them patriots.
Exactly. So from the very first level, talking about education of a toddler, not a toddler, from a kid in the elementary school, they're not just taught now that Albert Einstein, what's the guy's name? Thomas Jefferson and
all the American founders and people fathers, they hold in high esteem.
They're not just finding out positive stuff. They're finding out, they were slave traders, or they was this, or they was that. And so the image is being destroyed, so they no longer have the same level of esteem they had back in the day.
So they want to listen to hip-hop music and wear do-rags and have their pants having hanging off their asses now and saying nigga.
Your young Caucasian male now feels like an outcast in his own society.
That's a terrible epidemic in Seattle of white boys with do-rags and sagging.
And it leads to this right here. When they feel like outsiders, they feel like they're not listened to, they do stuff like this. Patriot Front NYC protests, white supremacist group marches toward World Trade Center. We've been seeing this the last couple of years since Trump, which is why Trump won. You have a demographic that feel like they're no longer being listened to, they're being disempowered.
And he's saying, make America great again.
And they're like, we want to make it again. We want to be back to how we're supposed to be treated. Then you jump to this right here.
And the great was when they were viewed as great.
Exactly. Now,
womp, womp.
Now listen to this video right here.
When did racism against white people become okay? Joe Biden put white people last in line for COVID relief funds. Kamala Harris said disaster aid should go to non-white citizens first. Liberal politicians block access to medicine based on skin color. Progressive corporations, airlines, universities all openly discriminate against white Americans. Racism is always wrong. The left's anti-white bigotry must stop. We are all entitled to equal treatment under law. America first.
It is over. It's over.
Yeah.
The white people feel like they are being discriminated against in their kingdom. It's over. This shit is done. Shout out to Bobby. This shit is over. Now I want to play this next video. This is how this country continues to pimp all their citizens.
And I don't care how much I let it.
This is how they pimp all the citizens in the country. Let me play this little clip.
You know, man, all bitches are the same, just like my hoes, you know. I keep them broke. Wake up one morning with some money that's subject to go crazy, you know. I keep them looking good, pretty, and all that, you know, but no dough. When I get a bitch, I got a bitch. Ooh, right on. Remember that Mac the Bear? Yeah. Tried to steal one of my bitches. Yeah, I called him up on telephone. I said, hey, man, come on over to the pad and let's rap a taste on it, you know? So when he comes over, I told her to give him a little taste, because she sure as shit wasn't getting none from me. See, that nigga wanted the honey. All we want is the money.
So white people feel like resources aren't properly going to them. They're being discriminated against in every level, education, economic, everything.
That means that you're a fallen state.
It's over. Now you're talking about a culture war. Asian parents claim NY STEM program discriminates against their kids. STEM? STEM? You gonna blame niggas for STEM?
I would say that's more of Asian and white, ain't it?
That's definitely not blacks, but
well, they say Hispanics too.
Look at this right here. This is a brother on Twitter who put this right here out, this graph out. I'm gonna give him credit for this. He said, Hispanics make up the majority of STEM. Why do the Asians keep bringing up black people? Because what happened to us in the 1960s is happening to them today, and they can't accept it. But must be the blacks. No, America has found a new model minority.
Indians classify themselves as white.
Well, that's the point. The Indians have replaced the Indian Asians have replaced the Chinese and all them other ones.
Okay,
they taken over their spot. Now I want to show this.
And they ain't having it.
Charlamagne the Guy says working class people extremely frustrated with migrants biting to blame for border
Don't
mess.
try to clean up this image.
So now he's calling himself coming out against Biden.
You should have said something when he said the shit to your face directly.
Exactly. It's too late now.
Don't talk about him when he ain't present. Say it to his face. Invite him back on the Breakfast Club and have this. Who, Biden? No, yeah.
Look what the what's going on in Chicago with the immigrants.
More money for you. You working. No more money for you. Bye. Go back across the No more money for you. It's lazy. You lazy. No more money for you.
Take your punk ass home.
So that's how they talking to you now, because once again,
lazy.
Resources being divided and nobody want to be the bottom. Nobody want to be the bottom.
What are these interracial families gonna do when this shit hits the fan? When you have a Hispanic husband or a Hispanic wife or a white husband, what are y'all gonna do when shit hits the fan?
One of the others typically adopt to the other culture.
Mm-hmm. Take your punk ass home.
Take your punk ass home. You punks.
The states don't have the tools to help with migrants, but rather than work with Democrats, Republicans are targeting communities of color in Democratic cities like Chicago, New York, and Philadelphia. And while they say that it's about Democrat-run cities, I do want to point out another similarity that they have. These are cities that are run by African Americans. So while I know that they love to pretend as if there are no racial undertones, it is just striking to me that we specifically are going after African American run cities.
No,
Republicans are yelling.
I see that the power structure allowed black people to run the largest cities in America because they knew they was about to fail.
Oh my God.
And they want you to get the blame. Go ahead.
They'll let their man lead them because allegedly they're all submissive.
I don't know. We seen a little shot.
City girl hair running rampant.
City girl.
No, but what I'm saying is, what if you are in a interracial?
It'd be more of a cultural thing as well.
But let's say you're with a black, but the black people like, I don't want your person to be lumped into. If you want to be with that, we don't want you over here. Then the other side, like, we don't want to deal with it either. So what do you do?
You're talking about the division. You're talking about when the separation begins, cultural separation.
I'm talking about division.
I'm saying,
like,
same thing.
We as black people, like, no, we don't want your significant other here. They can't come. What you gonna do?
You gotta stay home.
And then this person side like, well, we don't want. So what you gonna do?
You gotta stay home.
Y'all gonna be vagabonds? You gonna just
vagabonds? Lost with no land, no code.
What are we doing here?
Hey, it's getting close. Decisions got to be made. All right, let me play this one.
Colleagues on the other side of the aisle,
I'm showing this to show that all the quote unquote black people standing in to be a voice of black people in government,
put them Mexicans.
They're all defending the immigration, or they're blaming the Republicans for it, even though they're allowing it. But they're trying to just blame the other side for it. Listen to this idiot, what he had to say.
Be honest with immigrants who deserve better than what you're offering them. Don't welcome immigrants if you plan to reject them. If you keep pushing your bigoted H.R. 2 bill, then also pass this bill. I've taken the liberty of drafting it for you. It removes the Statue of Liberty, our largest symbol that tells people to come here. This is who you are, removing the fabric of America. So I want to know which Republican who supports and voted for H.R. 2.
So look what she said. If they're with a black, according to the Passport Bros handbook, you have to strip yourself of all your culture background and be open to adopting third world ideology. That's interesting you say that, because in the Bible,
the woman does that.
No, yeah. In the Bible, when we have to put it in context, active war, capturing women, bringing them back, they had to strip naked and shave their hair.
And stand for a week?
7 days to cleanse themselves, and then they could
come into the home.
That's crazy that she said that, though.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't trust none of these motherfuckers. his bro nice though. Yeah, but he's asking for them to get rid of that statue when that statue represents legal migration. It's not about illegal. But anyway.
I done had a conversation with a motherfucker about immigrants.
They're black.
Oh, they just come over here and they take our jobs. Check y'all jobs. What motherfucking job? The job that nobody don't want. The job that everybody think they too motherfucking good for anyway.
What is wrong with
the motherfucking people walk 17 motherfucking days. Sleeping motherfucking aluminum foil. for 8-9 motherfucking months in the rain, sun, every motherfucking thing. Swim across the motherfucking Atlantic Ocean. Just to motherfucking come over here to provide a motherfucking service. And y'all don't want a motherfucking over here? You're supposed to be greeting the motherfuckers at the border.
You right, Keefer.
Old moms, if you ask me.
Sound like Roger Rabbit. I was about to say, what's going on?
I'm not gonna play the whole video. This is Plies has been on his Democrat shield thing for like the last 2-3 years. He's definitely trying to go political. I wouldn't be surprised if he has some ties to the Biden administration. They're paying him to be a public influence, like a lot of these people on social media is. But yeah.
Oh my God. Well, the black man is the woman here. Every ethnic group comes to this land and bed black men. Why?
And what?
She says that every ethnic group comes to this land mass and bed black men. Why?
When you say ethnic group, what you talking about? You talking about the man or the women? What are you talking about?
I think she was talking about the women.
Oh, she's saying the men are adopting the culture.
She said, yeah, why does every ethnic group come to this landmass and bed black men? Why?
Because they're seeing that, first off, poverty.
She said men and women. Divestors are Nazis. You male bashing is a part of their plan. Maybe they heard about.
I think that's tax bracket. Black people have the lowest on the totem pole. When they come here, no matter their background, they have the easiest access to black men.
Yeah, he's from the South, Craig. He's from Florida. But they normally don't have that. We got that genetic code for survival.
Yeah,
so say it then, masculine women.
So he part of the pimping as well. Let me go to the next part.
Hey, he might got a,
proposed Oklahoma bill would single out Hispanic gang members as terrorists. State Representative Justin Humphreys has since apologized for zeroing in on Hispanic people and plans to change the language in the bill.
Well, he said he was talking about the immigrants and the cartel.
Remember when, I forgot his name, wanted to go after the cartel and the Mexican government says, mind your business? And he's like, wait, you're struggling with them and you don't want us to help?
Because they're CIA.
Exactly. You don't want us to help you with the cartel.
But he also talked about Chinese people too bringing in fentanyl as well.
Yeah, and that was around the time when those black people went down there and they got shot up by the cartel, and they came back and got interviewed. He was like, "We got to do something about this. Y'all are killing innocent American civilians. We got to do something."
People communities have historically been destroyed by conquering the women. With us, it's the opposite. Why? So she's saying black men are the ones that's being conquered, not the black women.
You mean getting bed down as... I would say that the destruction of the harmful stuff that came in the black community happened decades ago, and we're just seeing
the ripple effect.
Yeah, the effects of it now. I wouldn't say none of these dudes that's getting with these other races of people are the ones who are... The effects has already been here. So, yeah.
I stepped away for a few minutes, and I can see from the chat I missed something. Why we were jabbing again.
This is a story that I didn't see on Twitter because I didn't check it until...
Have black men been conquered, or have they just given up?
Some of them have given up, I believe.
American government is our enemy. Why do you see saying we stand with Palestine more based solely on gender?
Oh, that's not true. I've seen black people of both genders talking about the Palestine situation and defending it. So I can't say that's just men. The loudest voice I've heard or seen from
Mark Lamont Hill.
Mark Lamont Hill, yeah. But I've seen women do it. You don't.
I don't see it because I'm not on X. It's X.
This is a story that Honorable Sienna I got from her. I didn't see it when she sent it originally a couple weeks ago, but I finally saw it.
Fuck Palestine. Our house is on fire. You damn right.
2 New York City men charged with visa fraud conspiracy. All right, it says defendants allegedly staged armed robberies so that victims could apply for immigration benefits. 2 New York men have been arrested on charges related to visa fraud.
Okay.
Rahamba Patel, 36, and the other dude were charged with 1 count each of conspiracy to commit visa fraud. They were arrested in Seattle on December 13, 2023, and following an initial appearance in the Western District of Washington, was ordered and detained pending trial. So I'm going to get to what they were.
You can't quantify that answer in a comment. That's a whole documentary. Not black people, African Americans. Well, they don't identify themselves as black people. So
fake robberies allow fake victims to apply for visas, prosecutors say. Let me play the video.
Federal officials say a recent rash of convenience store and fast food robberies were actually all staged. Now, this is video from one of the false crimes at a Hingham store back in March. Immigrant employees are accused of hiring two men to create the fake holdups. The goal was that those immigrants could say they were victims of crimes to help booster their applications to stay in the United States. The two ringleaders are now being charged with visa fraud.
Damn, this what they doing now to stay here?
Now they faking robberies to stay in the country. Every demographic on the planet sees that America is in the midst of a culture war and they trying to get a piece of the pie. And the only people who seem to not really understand it completely
is
a meritocracy. But ADL and their donors and their staff and Jonathan Greenblatt, they want Jews to get special treatment the way blacks currently get special treatment in America.
He's saying that black people get more special treatment than Jewish people.
What special treatment?
Jewish people have a law on the books where you can't boycott Israel.
You can't.
If you start a business.
Nobody wants to go home until shit pop off over here. And then bombs start getting fucking dropped over here. Then they gonna want to pack their shit up and go.
What's that girl? What's that woman name? Amanda Seals. When she said when shit pop off, we can go home.
She's going back to Gerdea.
Yeah, she said we can go home. And then that dude said, "See, y'all making the argument for FBA, ADOS people when you say that. When you say that, you're making their point."
Jews don't like that we are classifying them as white, and this is their workaround. I don't quite understand how the Jewish people can make that comment, because even when black people get something, we have to share it.
It's never black. It's always people of color, minority.
It's solely just.
Remember when they passed that bill to stop Jewish hate speech, included slurs against black, Asians, and all this stuff, and they got mad. The Jewish people got mad and said, "This is not for racism. This is for anti-Semitism."
And they took it out. What special treatment? Boots constantly on the neck. Then no empathy from nobody if complaints, at least in the media.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead.
America was an experiment to see if we could live together. We've seen how well that has worked historically. Well, no, historically, multicultural societies always failed. Look at Rome. When Rome finally failed, it was because there were a lot of culture wars going on. It was a multicultural society. The Greeks, you can go to Egypt. They started falling when they started bringing in all these other demographics and culture. That's when you fail. This is why you have a lot of white Americans who look at America and say, we were a Christian nation, regardless if you think that's true or not. They're really a Freemason nation. But they said we were a Christian nation. Now we don't have an identity. It's do whatever you want to do.
It's a melting pot.
Exactly. And that's when when you're a melting pot, you melt.
Christianity, Muslim, Hindu,
all of it.
Atheism,
Buddhism, atheism, Satan,
yoga, shit, everything.
Segregation was a bad idea. Someone will lose its
the new generation is no longer accepting them as minorities. They're telling them straight up and down, you are no different than white people. We don't see you as white people. This is a conversation being had on college campuses.
Yeah, they're talking about it, yeah.
Mesoamerica is Moors.
All right, Matt Gaetz says Trump doesn't need women voters because there's a Julio and a Jamal ready.
It's like for every Karen we lose, there's a Julio and a Jamal ready to sign up for the MAGA movement, and that
I could get you, but I'm gonna let it slide. I'm gonna let it slide.
You know what he said?
What?
What I could tell you is like for every Karen we lose, there's a Julio and a Jamal ready to sign up for the MAGA movement, and that bodes well for our ability to be more diverse and to be more durable as we head into what I could.
By the way, before we get into him,
Jamal, she said,
yeah, a black man. Why we ain't talking about him getting accused of trafficking?
That just kind of went away. He went on Tucker Carlson
and blamed him. Said you was accused of something too, and it was like
Tucker was like, shut the fuck up.
Tucker like, whoa there, buddy. What they got to do with me?
They don't have shit to do with me. I'm going to X.
Then he said, actually, that one young lady had a mental illness and was a stalker.
Clean my shit up.
Like, clean it up. Like, we not the same.
It's deep, Regina.
So he said they don't need the Karens, white women. Hear what he said? We don't need white women, not women. He's saying Trump don't need white women. He can get a Julio, Hispanic, or Jamal, black. So what's going on with the white male politician? Well, he don't want Karen. He don't want a white woman vote no more.
Karen's finished too, I suppose.
He think, a lot of, and I keep up with some of this stuff. A lot of Caucasian men, they believe that the Caucasian woman sold them out. So the same thing some black man been saying, the white man.
Everyone knows they got black men supporters for BS. We will be black led to Republican Party.
Love it.
Us versus everybody.
So they don't want the white female vote either.
They sick of them.
They sick of the white woman throwing them under the bus and still want marriage, I guess.
Me and my only living aunt told me in Oklahoma they accepted Jim Crow as each group respected their boundaries and few problems when those chose to interact.
It has its positives.
Facts. That's why to me racism is a distraction from all the angles leveled involved. All
right, let's get to this.
Angels?
What?
Keep going. Divestors will not be spared.
How do the white women sell them out? Sometimes I'm looking at these white women like they're crazy. I can't see that far. Go ahead.
These men have done all of this for you. Why are you unhappy?
Because
that's true. That is true.
Because they've been sold feminism in the college system.
When a white woman said I was raped by this black, they destroyed the whole fucking city.
The whole city, which has led to, and this is not saying all black women, this has led to resentment from some black women because they go, look how they react when you're accused of doing something to them.
They torch the earth.
Why y'all ain't riding for us like that?
And that's some black women's stance.
Yes. So
that they don't feel like
it's an uncomfortable
ride or die.
It's an uncomfortable conversation that will be dealt with.
But then they have to realize that we both are in our captivity.
You can't. That's not an argument you can make.
So we all die?
No, at this point you just got to fix it.
That's true.
Ain't no talking. Just got to fix it.
So we all die and then they left with the white man? Is that what's going? That's what they want.
That's the extremists.
That's the extremists. Okay.
That's the extremists that talk. Like
white women have always been abused. The term wife beater.
Look, Arnold. Yeah.
The women's suffrage movement.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We found out. We might talk about this next week. And I think Uncle already been saying this. Uncle been saying feminism is Satanism. No, literally, feminism.
Yeah, he's not joking when he said it. He's serious. He got videos on his YouTube. Check him out.
There's a book called The Occult Feminism.
He talked about that.
Yeah, and they literally were a cult. They were pushing rituals, all type of stuff. They believed in all this stuff.
The white woman will remain loyal to the white man. Don't be fooled.
No.
White man is oppressive. The white man is
woman
oppressive.
Is oppressive too.
Honorable.
Yeah, we just gotta fix it. In my opinion, black men, black women enter into a hell by the hands of the same pale, only to emerge, survive, then blame each other and worship the pale via Stockholm syndrome. I watched the latest video, good content. So she did go to Onco's channel. See, she's supporting you, Onco.
That sister is supporting you, Onco.
So you gotta like people that can watch content, even if they don't agree with it.
That's why I fuck with Honorable Sienna. She'll take a chunk out of anybody's ass.
Anybody can get the smoke. Yeah, Pastor, but yeah, Uncle, yeah. We might talk about that too. Charging Israel with genocide makes a mockery of the international courts. Now I'm gonna run through this right quick and get to a bigger point. Harsh Israeli rhetoric against Palestinians becomes central to South Africa's genocide case. This is a big deal. Fighting human animals, this is what the Israelis are calling it, fighting human animals, making Gaza a slaughterhouse, erasing the Gaza Strip from the face of earth. Such inflammatory rhetoric is a key component of South Africa's case, accusing Israel of genocide in the UN World Court, a charge that Israel denies. South Africa says the language and comments by Israeli Israeli leaders, soldiers, and entertainers about Palestinians in Gaza since Hamas' October 7 attack sparked war is proof that Israel's intent is to commit genocide.
Uncle, see white women watching you, and the brother approved. Who's the brother, George? You said I was a white man. What do you mean?
You call an honorable white woman still.
Why are you talking to me? I'm white.
All right, let me play what Mark Lamont Hill had to say about this in the church.
Did you hear about what the supposed alien in Miami?
Yeah,
we talked about that last
the
week.
10-foot alien. And all those cops showed up. Yeah, I don't know. It's a little iffy.
You got a mass oatmeal cookies appeal.
All right, let's play this video. Mark Lamont Hill had some comments about Genocide Joe.
That they opened the pulpit up to Genocide Joe.
Oh, shit.
Y'all can get mad, I don't care.
Oh.
And people, as he began to give his campaign speech, some protesters stood up and said, "Stop the blood in Palestine." Yeah. They said, if you're outraged by the blood of Selma and you're outraged by the blood that was spilled in this very church, then how about calling for a ceasefire in Palestine, since you've given them the weapons, you giving them the support, you giving them the money? Joe, why don't you do something about it? They marched and stood up and got kicked out of the church, and people said, we're outraged. You know, I was outraged too. How dare you use this sacred space? How dare you use this beloved pulpit? How dare you use this sacred tradition? How dare you use the words of Jesus, who overturned the tables in the temple, who was committed to overturning a Roman government, who was committed to speaking out against injustice? How dare you use this space as a shield for imperial war? How dare you use this space as a shield for violence? How dare you use this space as a shield for genocide?
Now that brother was
only
speaking.
he was that passionate about black people. Why is this man so passionate about Palestinians? Why is he so passionate? This is fucking crazy. But he supports abortion.
Thank you, Keeper.
God damn. Classifying me as white is insane. You're looking for a reason to like me, Wilkins? God damn.
Damn, she on your ass, George. George, you got to get back. She got you with that one. I can't. I ain't got that one as a button. Yours ain't working?
Mm-mm.
Hold on. Here.
Hold on, I got to go back in.
Hold on, y'all.
The moment is gone.
It don't matter. You should have been said so. I didn't close it this time. It's open. See? Oh, I had a open.
Yeah.
But
all religions have human sacrifice. Jesus was a human sacrifice. You white, it's only a classification because it's a classification society. You've been consistently white in the chat every week. Osiris was a sacrifice, but he supports abortion. Mm-hmm. There's a genocide in the Congo and Sudan.
Yeah.
And he won't talk about that, Drake.
Is the war over in
Black men
Ethiopia?
allowed them in that sacred space again. Black. Oh, shit. Who getting blacked in there?
But hold on. Let me ask you. Let me point this out right quick. I think we can admit that the Black American pastor and his orator skills, his movement, is probably the most passionate speaking on the planet. Would you agree?
Who? Yeah.
The black pastor.
Yes, that's true.
People go to the black pastor to learn how to speak in front of people.
You study.
Okay, Dre said it's still going on. Yeah, Ethiopia's still at war, ain't it? The one who won the
abortion is human sacrifice. I think so. Performative. Exactly. Performative. Perfect.
Won the peace treaty? I mean, not peace treaty. What's the war you win when you peace? Nobel Peace Prize. Damn, Nobel Peace Prize.
He ain't getting that.
Performing a Medea.
Damn.
Good
God.
In. Now listen to what this is overseas. Keep in mind the UK or England, the ones who signed the Balfour Declaration in 1948 to allow Israel to exist. They're probably the most
to form the state of Israel.
Zionist. They're more Zionist than even America. America, you're seeing it ripping up a little bit.
Eugenics, Planned Parenthood.
In America, the Zionism thing is kind of ripping up a little bit, but it's strong in Europe. Let me play what they had to say.
Occasional misdemeanors. We're talking about more than 24,000 people killed.
President, the civilian casualties.
That's an extraordinary number of civilian casualties.
Extraordinary. And it's tragic. And
extraordinary.
President, everyone who has been killed since October 7th would still be alive if Hamas had not declared war. If Hamas were not fighting this war from densely populated areas, and no one else would be hurt.
Yes, but this didn't
Hamas
start on October the 7th
and laid down
in their
its
terms.
arms. You're right.
You can say
Big Mama had 12 kids.
Hold on, wait.
And had October the 7th not happened, they would say October the 7th wouldn't have happened had Israel not occupied Gaza in the first place.
I would be very wary of trying in any way to contextualize the atrocities of October 7th.
I'm explaining what they would say. I'm not contextualizing.
You backed up your words. Stand on it. Say, man, they only did that shit because y'all invaded their country. He's threatening this man to even bring context to what's going on. I will be very wary.
I'll have you strung up.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think they're getting ready to invade Eritrea.
They probably are.
My boss before my other boss was an Eritrean.
And she had a fat.
She had a bowling ball ass.
And Trevor used to talk about it all the time. Even to this day, he bring that woman's name up.
You a lie.
What was her name?
Arsema.
Now, Honorable Sienna, I'm sure you remember there was a few times he would call you Honorable Arsema.
Because Sienna and
because you were thinking about that woman.
Dude, be quiet.
he confused you for that woman a few times. I'm just saying.
Big Mama had 12 kids.
Big Mama, your arm.
Give us some butter, baby. You don't need butter, you need ice.
The Negro Project. Did you also know the role W.E. Du Bois played with Margaret Sanger?
All of them have ties to her. Even what's his name?
Well,
all they wanted tied together. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was like creating a special race of Negroes.
Yeah,
it was like the same thing.
Yeah, they said that they wanted the lower class Negroes. They were
Boulay.
A detriment to the race.
What is the benefit of Israel? I'm lost.
America needs strategic. They need Israel in the Middle East because that's their end to the Middle East.
The U.S. Has never honored any treaty in its history ever.
Nope.
Du Bois was Freemason Boulay. Shout out Steve Coakley.
Karma, yeah.
Have y'all noticed that the USA is in the middle of Jerusalem?
Yeah. They already been on the ground.
New Jersey is Jerusalem.
Harlem is Jerusalem.
Where is she from? She from Eritrea. She didn't never, She from Atlanta. Hot Atlanta.
Ain't that the dude Robert Downey Jr. check? I don't know.
I'm sure she done got hit by a couple.
They trying to exterminate us.
Ain't that the dude Robbie Downer Jr. check?
Interviewer thing you talking?
Yeah.
All right. Let me.
I can't. She was an detective, but never come and us. It's so I.
Jewish era.
War.
Already. This dude here. That you know.
It get dangerous around here
because he basically went on. He gave a whole speech about
y'all are buffering on my computer. Choppy. Here we go.
We good on our end.
Check your internet services.
Oh, we finally talk shit.
Oh,
I think we on our end we good.
Spectrum, Comcast, Verizon, T-Mobile.
Are we good now? Okay.
It was them.
Oh, damn. So basically,
the black folks are Palestinians historically, but they only show the white ones on TV. Well, they probably the
fair. All right, we should be good now.
Mic check 1 2 1 2.
We should be good now. All right.
Are we good? Are you there?
France's new foreign affairs, he basically said that Israel shouldn't be charged with genocide because they dealt with the Holocaust, right? So everybody said, wait, if Israel can get away with something because of the Holocaust, then that means black people should be able to get away with something because of slavery. So we should be able to arm up, go out in the streets and slaughter.
Because
we dealt with slavery.
So should we do that? Should we be able to do that in America?
We can't do that because we don't have the firepower. And I'm gonna ask y'all another question. Do y'all believe that black Americans are ready for a civil war?
No.
Are we ready for a civil war? That's the bigger question.
If we get the Most High on our side, we will absolutely be ready for a civil war. Our original religion is voodoo.
You see right here, somebody said the French government has joined the German government in stating that international law on genocide does not apply to Israel. That because Jews have been subjected to genocide, Israel has a moral and legal immunity for any war crime, even a genocide it chooses to commit. And somebody said, we need to have an emergency black people meeting. Somebody said, like, imagine, baby, this president would be all in favor, say, hey, the precedent is in our favor. So I looked at this and said, well, are we ready for a civil war? Because, I mean, they out there practicing.
No, not ready because too many people would rather twerk to trashy red than learn.
We got some militia groups. Not Fucking Around Association got kind of
Nagas.
No, talking about old buddy who went to prison.
Okay.
He was around, but they kind of got rid of him.
That was shit.
But we do got
tell them dealt with demons.
Like Travis said, we got Naga. Distraction.
Yep, like they gave us that cat thing.
All right.
Cat interview.
That was just a distraction. He
that
didn't give no truth about what's going on.
And a little bit of lies.
Like,
that means it's time to go.
It's about time to go.
Y'all ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell up out of here. Still sketchy?
Yeah, I think so. It says here, see for myocarditis and COVID-19 vaccines, but never sent it. Let me just close this.
Travis and Duke, do y'all have a good sandwich resources in your area? The only place I really go to around this area is Jersey Mike's. I like Jersey Mike's. Jimmy John's is trash. I've tried Potbelly's. Potbelly's was good. It's in like downtown area. I did like
yuck.
I like I used to really like Quiznos. But yeah.
That's all we got. That's all we got here. Learn astrology, alchemy, fallen angels.
Regina, do you ever go to that? It's like a it's called Philly cheesesteaks or something, and it's near where you live at. It's right by the Mount Baker Transit Center. Jersey Mike's, aka Bubble Guts.
Yep, on Rainier.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
What sandwich shop do y'all like?
Bubble Guts.
Any other sandwich places?
Huh?
Quiznos was my favorite. I don't really go to Subway.
Brilliant said Jersey Mike's is Bubble Guts.
You agree with that? Down the street from my house? Yes.
Nah, I haven't had that problem.
What did she say?
You guys move your finger over. Philly, your belly.
And Everett is good. Okay. Deli meat and brioche bun from the grocery store.
Create your own. It's easy to trust me.
Yes, it is.
It is. All right, then. We kept y'all long enough. We started lagging there at the end, but hopefully we were decent most of the show. You got any last words for the people?
Thanks for viewing the channel. We appreciate the support. Go check out Uncode on his YouTube channel. Y'all can make your own sandwich. That's true. You can make your own sandwich. Before y'all go, what is everyone watching?
What are we watching right now? Not right now.
I'm waiting for From to come back.
Waiting for From. Oh, and I'm ready for, I don't know if y'all know him, but I'm waiting for Vince Staples show.
Yeah, I do want to see the Vince Staples show on Netflix.
Definitely want to see that. Yeah, y'all be sure to like it on your way out. Be sure, please. Thank
anything
you.
Y'all watching in the chat? Is there anything else that it has a I'm waiting for Twisted Metal to come back.
Don't watch Foe. It was horrible. I'm glad I don't
You know what was really bad? What's the name of that show? Changeling. I cannot get over how disappointed I was in the show.
I think
Changeling.
I believe you're more disappointed because you had a different
the Haitian show. What's the Haitian?
You had a different interpretation of what the show was going to be. Well, Vince Staples Haitian?
Vince Staples is Haitian. I watched Role Play last night. What is Role Play? Is that a movie or a TV show?
I know it's a black dude and some other woman, and I don't know. I don't know. I think it's a movie. I think I'm not sure. It might be yeah, it's a movie. Yeah, the Haitian show. Vince made me uncomfortable. It's horrible cosplaying. Vince Haitian?
Vince Staples is Haitian?
You lying?
He from California. Wow.
Hold on.
Wow. Anything else y'all watch? She said yes. Is anybody else watching anything as far as movies or shows or anything that's out?
No, he's African American
and Haitian descent and lives in Southern. So who is a? By the way of Creoles. I told y'all where George ass go. His family is from Louisiana. These black foreign actors take in any roles. Haven't found anything too interesting. Godzilla shows on iTunes. Yeah, it's pretty dry out here.
Yeah, we ain't got nothing this week. We'll hit you next week if we got something.
They ain't got shit either.
But anyway, man, let's get out of here. Let y'all go. Thank y'all for coming through, spending this day with us or this time with us.
It's a Saturday night. Go enjoy it. Spend quality time with your significant loved one.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
If you're a man, make sure you're hugging on something soft. And if you're
make
a woman,
some babies. Read a book.
Read a book. Read a book. Read a motherfucking book. Buy some land, hope. But anyway, have a good week, everyone. Yeah, have a good week, y'all. Y'all be safe.
Me and my daughter just got to the hospital on. You talking about that last week? I don't know. I don't care. I don't give a fuck.
All right, y'all. But anyway, man.
Oh, shout out to
Makeda TV.
Makeda TV.
As always, y'all be safe. All praise to the Most High. Peace, man.